What next? Thank you. Hello. We need a photo fast, Teddy.
This is enough to give somebody a heart attack. Every device being used to radiate the family.
Right. Oh, no.
Idiot. Not fucking helping you, bro. As you can clearly see, these numbers are going from 21 to 180. Obviously, in some way, they're being used to attack us. Electromagnetic radiation.
What's this?
That definitely is
It's a
something.
slide.
I'm having a go at
200 on the voltmeter.
Rescue pups need your help. What's wrong?
This guaranteed a targeted attack on me and my family. This has side effects, including learning disabilities, and I have a child in the home. There's no appliance known to man that is legally allowed to emit this much radiation, let alone a laptop. Here comes the 200s. And as you can clearly see when I go to show the numbers drop.
Thank you.
The milligauss are 3 times the number that it's supposed to be. And it drops almost immediately to double. This is all for records.
Excuse me. Wait. Wait your turn. This is mine.
Alright. To the EPA, to my lawyers, there are high amounts of radiation. I'll be recording myself in case I don't make it through the night. Yes. Then I'll go ahead and write out exactly who should be sued in case of a wrongful death. I do believe this is governmental surveillance or targeted assassination. I am currently in a case involving Michigan State Police, and the judge seems to be prolonging the case even further than it should be. This is 2 years, 10 months. You can do the math. And to the chiropractors, you guys did stupendous work. I think they just reversed the work that you guys do. Yeah, just letting you know. With a smile on. Into my unborn babies. Anyway. That's part of it. Hmm. Get these charged up properly. Oh, no, that's wild. Alright, what else? You can clearly see the numbers are 3 times higher than what they're supposed to be. Just go through my phone. There's enough evidence in it, as well as my brother's phone. There's also another phone inside the Mission Darkness duffel bag that's in the closet that also has a lot of videos. My brother is also a victim of the same kind of torture. Just taking the following notes as well, just in case you guys get lost. You know, probably shouldn't have been chasing this hard, but you know me. Mom will tell you. Um, well, as far as the will goes, Arturo has everything. Just you know, global life. Check on the policy; it's paid for. Life insurance. All videos and photos are backed by my Gmail. The password is also on the paper. More than likely. Okay. There you go. You can see that the power box is, and not only the power box, we can say all electronics around us that can cause a lawsuit for almost everybody. So, it can't be everybody. Okay. Yeah, that's about it. We got about 20 milligauss around the chest, 1.7 on the back. That's why I say Michigan chiropractors, man. If I don't make it to my appointment tomorrow, that's why you got to keep resetting. An ASIS. You might want to talk to these guys. They can get you sued, man. I like your laptop. 3.7 milligauss, 7 VM. Around the chest area, still 1.7. Keep you updated. Most of it, yeah, even from above, we got 2.5. And it only gets stronger as you go higher. Who has the power to do that? I think you know the answer. We'll see. You never know. Everything is going accordingly. My mental status, as far as it goes, has been great. So, if anything does, you know why. And now we're looking at 21 VM. It's only rising from above. We got 23, 24, 25, getting hotter as we go. Just so you guys know. The milligauss still at 1.7 steadily, rises to 2.1, keeping you updated, of course. And if we point it at the basement, it goes from 2.3 down to 1.6. Obviously not, you know, a reasonable amount. To be honest, this just made it hotter. The individuals that are commencing the attack call it cooking. Yeah. I think they're talking about thinking is talking. That's the attack is about talking. So, me telling you guys the situation at hand, alhamdulillah, I'll make it till tomorrow. So close, man. So close. The 27th of September is the scheduled date for court. The attacks have been present since, I want to say, as far as my knowledge is concerned. When I did the research is after my arrest. So that's as far as I know. Before my arrest, I can't speak for, but it's possible that they were on and off or whatever the case may be since. But since my case, I know for sure things have been going downhill. So, if memory serves me well, I'll be fine. If it doesn't, keep it as a reminder. Alright. We got 2.24 VM, 25 VM coming from directly above me, which is impossible. There is no technology above my head, which would mean one thing and one thing only. You get it. I turned the temperature down to 67 degrees. So I should not be having any issues with overheating or anything else. There are other forms that I am not picking up here.
Being charged with the unbearable. The hate had risen, rejoined.
We just had 2.6 come up, milligauss. Four. 3.0 coming off of the laptop. We had 3.3 down to 1.7. It's actual targets. They're like, yeah, like shots, like hits. So the body should be able. I need an autopsy done. My mother is well aware of the situation, so we will need an autopsy done. We're at 2.0. Yeah. It does have its effects on the mind. So the MRI is scheduled for the 15th.
But doesn't really tell to go camping.
Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, slow.
Oops. Nice.
Ramsey. Someone dug this passage.
Something. Men did not do this.
Go. Warn your people.
You're not coming with me.
I must follow the passage the other direction.
You don't know what's down there.
That is the reason I must go.
Feyenoord's hammer. The tool that brought the Simba. The jewels that contain the very light of Valin. Strange, isn't it? How one object could be responsible for creating so much beauty and so much pain.
True creation requires sacrifice. They say that Morgoth found the Silmarils so beautiful that after he'd stolen them, for weeks he could do nothing but stare into their depths. It was only after one of his tears fell upon the jewels and he was faced with the evil of his own reflection that the reverie was finally broken. From that moment he looked upon their light no more. Feanor's work nearly turned the heart of the great foe himself. What had Lyle ever accomplished?
It turned my heart, my boy. The heart of many a dog.
But I aspire to do far more than that. An age ago, our kind brought war to these shores. I want to fill them with beauty, to grow beyond petty works of jewel craft and devise something of real power.
What is it?
Havana.
My heart sings to see you.
So we got 29 volts per meter from a distance of 5 feet.
The elf does. The unlikely event the elf should win.
The RF, the radio frequency is still coming in.
Should he
It's
lose?
like a high-pitched ringing noise.
Understood.
Vicky!
Alright, so we're back at 4. So you got 1.2 millimole, 14 meter. 0.4 milligauss set by the FCC.
This looks like a batch of dots and nukes.
All the symptoms, all the illnesses will be the effects of exposure to EMF and RF radiation.
Friend. Just a friend. Boy. It's your father.
Wow. Blueberry indeed. Molly, I'm fine. I slipped on my glasses arm. It's just a twist. There's nothing.
Never you mind. I should have been there. You're here now, all right? Now go on. Fetch me some cold water and some salt.
How bad is it? Can you migrate?
You saw wouldn't put the weight of a leaf on that leg, much less pull a car. Find your own fire, Malda. Oh.
Alright, so I did get my fertility checked. It was sperm checked, and it's 98% accurate. I have 20 milliliters per 20 million cells per milliliter. So I'm still fertile at the moment. We'll see where it goes from there.
Come closer.
Well, we just had 1.7 on the milligauss, which shut off the radar.
Besides a fate of flying.
When I caught it, it was 1.7.
Or else.
Didn't seem bothered when he was debating Doble's death.
Oh, not the hour delivering. Don't let her on.
Nope. Francis first. Why are you out here?
I was separated from my ship.
Tat.
Anything that is found after this, autopsy-wise, can lead back to the FCC. I've already contacted the EPA and MHS, Michigan Health Services. They both said that they have nothing to do with any regulations, and that's left to the FCC.
Does she look dangerous to you?
So that's where the road ends.
An elf?
The violate. You liar.
We said, look.
Hurry!
Wait! Until they can see the sails. Corsairs prowl these waters. Do you want to be skinned alive?
That's no Corsair ship. That's our ship. Sing to it properly. Each of those parts will reflect your song back to you, telling you its story, showing you what might be hidden, where to mine, where to tunnel, and where to leave the
1.6 on the milligauss.
It's a beautiful tradition.
I feel bad for my chiropractors. They keep resetting it. They keep fucking it up.
We're packing our tools.
The frequencies. I can show you guys another.
Our proof. To check
I can show you guys a document that proves that they are well aware of the frequencies that cause the damage. I'll be picking up in the morning. I'll come back and start by streaming live, so you guys can witness it for yourselves.
Always did have a talent for lurking.
Can't support me proper. 2 weeks at most.
It was 5.
You're lying. She's lying. She may play coy now, but she was a moon-eyed girl in love from the moment we met.
A very happy match, indeed.
Should have been at the wedding.
Enough. Your friend is here now. I do not take joy in that.
He's not here for us. His king sent him here to take what's ours.
To the contrary. Coming to Khazad-dûm was my idea, and I have asked for nothing but your ear.
Aye, and that's how it starts. And soon enough, we're left with our thumbs in our eyes. Elves for elves, no.
Has it ever been so between
I
us?
don't know. Has it?
Outly beard! Can you not find a way to mend this?
And the way in which they are targeting their individuals that they're planning on censoring or stopping in any which way is the power boxes. When I contacted the EPA, they said that you would have to be near a particle accelerator to get these kinds of numbers. I wonder where that's coming from.
Very symbol of our strength and vitality.
Some called him a fool for believing it would grow in such darkness.
Where there is love, it is never truly dark.
Starting live in
How
about
could it not grow
2 minutes,
in a
50
home
seconds.
like yours?
You're not leaving, Greg.
I fear I overstayed my welcome. Thank you, Lisa, for your hospitality.
Okay, unwarranted or eavesdropping. Unwarranted surveillance or eavesdropping are both illegal by federal law.
You certainly.
So none of this or none of the words can be used against me in the court of law because they are investigating me within my own home, surveilling me unwarrantedly in my own home. This stems from what I believe a 2019 November 19th case. That's what I can lead it back to as far as it goes. Other than that, there is no other legal reason, and which the case is a CCW charge. There is no legal reason for the FCC to be involved.
I'm simply wondering what manner of man would so readily abandon his companions to death.
And sort of knows how to survive. Why be part of the larger target?
You're a target still.
You ever wonder why?
I doubt we shall find safety until we make a run.
Expect finding safety won't be that easy. This way's not for you.
Separated from you.
to that point.
Really? You're a deserter, aren't you?
Do I have the look of a deserter?
You don't have the look of someone to whom things happen by accident. Which means you were running. Whether toward or from something, I haven't yet decided.
Duty demanded I return to Middle-earth. And that is all you need to know.
Important health business, no?
Heather, Zeppedanti. Do you blame us for your being stranded here?
The way I see it, it wasn't elves that chased me from my homeland. It was orcs.
You're home.
And it's a concentrated amount of radiation. It's not
What's it matter?
where it's directed elsewhere. It's directed at my body. So you can find it through muscle tissue damage and overheating in your body. You can test yourself if you wondered why you felt anxious or hot.
For those you lost. Around your neck.
Any illnesses occurred will be
But if they
perfectly
did, where might that kingdom be found?
explained
What if I
by
told you you
EMF
might be
and
able to
RF.
reclaim it?
I'm afraid you're short an army.
Leave the army to me. Why are you dodging the question?
Why
A
you
form of
stranded at sea?
Because rather than
non-ionizing
investing in glory,
radiation.
I chose to seek out the very enemy responsible for your suffering.
What? Elf, it didn't cause my suffering. You can't fix it. No matter how strong your will,
Yeah, that should take seconds to take.
your pride.
It takes seconds. In a matter of seconds, you will
I
feel
have pursued this foe
anxious and
because
desperate
the
for
sunrise
relief.
blessings.
And they will blame you.
You would
Hey,
longer
look,
in your lifetime. You need to speak the names.
join me, bro, because they're going to continue this, and I don't know how long,
Not
the body can take this type of shit. You understand what I'm saying? I'd rather spend
little
no time
honesty.
with you.
If you want to murder orcs and settle
It's a
the
good
score,
job.
that's your affair. But don't dress it up as heralds.
Are you going to tell me where the enemy is or not?
The Southlands.
I need to know how many the enemy were, under whose banner they marched, and then you are going to take them to their last known location.
Got my own plans.
Yeah, as far as YouTube goes, you can tell I still can't stream live. I had 30 seconds left on the clock, and now it's back up to 8 minutes and 30 seconds. And so I'll have to post these at a separate time.
You mean nobody's?
I mean, the entire village resented me. It was as if the ground had swallowed up the people of Horton like flies.
Round here's titchy, always has been. The Crookfinger Lake's always seeping vapours.
So tunnel, dug deep and with care. By what, I cannot say, but they were digging towards us. I tell you, we remain here at our peril. We must spread the word.
No, I will not have this gossip running. I've seen landslides less dangerous than a wayward tongue without proof or pudding. That's all it'll be.
Waldrick, we're all alone.
The fact that it's coming from directly overhead at 22 volts per meter can tell you that it's a satellite or a government agency that's using a satellite to attack me directly. Follow me on the way to work. From the chiropractors, I have evidence to prove so. Even when I was at work, over 4.5 milligauss. Which is illegal. So, you know now. Anything that occurs or you know where to start. And the best scenario to me is it's the whole country. So hopefully not. After the videos go up, more than likely the country will participate and they will not like what they see. Going up to 2.5 milligauss from above my head. There is no technology in my attic. I've checked. .21 volts per meter. Correction, 29. And if I stand, you know the numbers will only go higher. Milligauss is magnetic field, and volts per meter is exactly what it says. Competent and sane for the moment. I'll keep checking it with you guys. Best thing that I can do is make my appointments. Guarantee hard copies. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's reading 60, 70, 94 volts per meter at a distance of 5 feet from any technology. The place to look if you were wondering if you were being attacked is first your cell phones. Right by the charger ports. Buy yourself a $35 EMF and it'll tell you the rest. You got 73 volts per meter. This is warning me to get away. There's nowhere to go. You get it? Their intent is hostile and malicious. Homicidal, if you will. And that's a government entity. You have more than enough evidence to follow up after my death. It's going to be a wrongful death suit on the state of Michigan. Or if it is, as they say, the whole country. I did do some traveling, which I don't have records of, but I do have memory of. And yes, very hostile for me in this environment. Physically, mentally, and any other way you can put it. They consider me a hostile, but I haven't moved from inside of my home or my place of work for the past year. You do the math. This court case has lasted over 2 years. It's going on 2 years. It's actually 2 years, 10 months as of September. So, Judge Ramsey, I'll see you in court. And I have enough evidence to show you that the state is violating my rights. So not only will it be a civil rights lawsuit, it will be a humanitarian lawsuit as well. We're up to 134 volts per meter. I don't know if you guys can clearly see that, but we can zoom it in and clear it out. When it comes to court, evidence is evidence. Anything over 40 gives you a warning to move away. YouTube timer keeps going right back up, so now we're at 50 seconds until you get 3.7 on the meter. Milligauss. At a distance of 4 feet, I was getting hit with 118 volts per meter. Yeah, I can show you it's worse. 217, 230. Yeah, it's all there for you guys. And for the lawyers, man, do your jobs. They feel in any way this is a reasonable way of handling any individual. This is not even acceptable for the worst of enemies, regardless of the acts committed on the face of the earth. You get it. I don't even think people in Guantanamo Bay was treated this illfully. I'm lying. They got photos of way worse treatment, so I guess this would be the bottom of the barrel. I mean, it could get worse. Well, I should say it could be worse. we'll see how it ends up. It plays out at the end. I will be moving by the time I finish with this court date. The court date will be set for September 27th. And they just keep back and forth. And the prosecution rested, but the judge won't leave me be. Now you do the math. So it's not the people as far as the prosecution is involved, because it'll be the people versus Muhammad Nasser. The prosecution has come to an agreement with the defense, which would be my lawyer, and we agreed upon a misdemeanor and a have a nice day. But the judge, for some odd reason, wants to continue the court case. Explain. I'll bring the evidence to court. Yes, I will be bringing it to court and showing her exactly the conditions in which she forced me to stay and live in. So she will be held responsible just as much as the FCC. Federal lawsuits will be placed. Not a threat. Guarantee. And they blame it on talking, and which they claim is thinking. How the hell do you know what's going on in my head? There's a Pandora project that was started in 1972, and that was supposedly ended 1997. I moved to this country in 1995. No, 1997. This could have been an active attack since I was a child, or they would call training. I don't know. But if you are processing somebody's thoughts, it's un-American. You understand? Good. Oh, the Pandora project. It's a project in which DARPA created technology that can either help by giving the mind information that it's not accessible to, or it can control the individual. And if they continued to process this type of technology and continued using it, it could be to the point where, you know, they don't need physical contact with the individual in which they're surveilling. They can just tap right in. A form of information collection, but from a mind, not a piece of technology. You guys can do what you will with that. I don't know how long I'll be here, so when I post, you guys watch, enjoy. They're not allowing me to live stream. We're at 46 seconds when we were at 0. So we're just waiting until it's done, and then you guys can witness it for yourselves. I have a professional EMF meter as well as this Eric Hill. It works just as good, but it doesn't pick up RF signals. So if you guys got $35, you guys can find this on Amazon. You can also find professional grade ones that give you levels of the frequency, so you know exactly how much damage you're receiving. By any means, it's not necessary. You understand what I'm saying? If you have a case, you file it and you prosecute the individual. What's the point of having an individual stay on bond and be assaulted on a daily basis? It's unacceptable. It's un-American. It's terroristic. And as a true American, I do not negotiate with terrorists. Threaten my music, threaten my life, threaten my mental state. What else? What else? What else can you do? I feel bad for other individuals that are a victim of this that are stars. Shit. Ah, you can pretty much guess the level of control in which they want to call power that they have. FCC. How do I know for sure? There are FCC Wi-Fi.
You ready? Yes, my friend. I'm ready.
I don't know. Wi-Fi accessibilities from FCC, FCC 9, FCC. There's different numbers that I can pull it up and take photos of it so you guys can see it. But nobody here is FCC. Nobody on my block is FCC. I live in Inkster, Michigan, 48141. There is nobody on my block that is FCC. How would that come up? You get what I'm saying? Come on now. You know. They're intimidating me, they're assaulting me, and they're acting like it's my fault. Are we understood? It's clear as day. And yes, it shows. MRI scheduled for the 15th of this month. Court case scheduled for the 27th. The chiropractor should be done doing their job by the 22nd. So everything will be done at the same time. Then I will be on my way, regardless at this point. There is no human on the face of the earth that will endure this much and stay around. We understood? So if their intent is to drive away good American citizens that pay their taxes, they're doing a great job because they just got me to quit my position at Chicken Avenue within a week. I couldn't bear it. I took the same EMF meter with me and showed it to my employer, and he was scared himself. He didn't even want to touch it. I will be presenting it in court for everyone to see. It is public information. Everyone deserves to know because their lives are
be the beginning of a new era.
how do I say, endangered by this type of technology. In no way can this type of technology be used for good. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Because unless the person is a pawn or is a fearful individual,
There's one thing we can do. We stay true to
they
each
would
other.
not participate
No matter how
in
the
someone
outcome
else taking control of their life. You understand what I'm saying? That's the key there. They guarantee you riches, they guarantee you women, they guarantee you money, but it's never true. You have to fight for everything you earn. Understand? Don't let them lie to you. They will not allow me to live stream at all. Every single time the timer comes to a 0, it goes right back up.
You ready?
I'm ready.
So, sorry I can't entertain you guys live. You know, I do my singing thing and all of that. You guys can check me out if I make it out. Oh, that's all. Beautiful. Arturo, bring your phone. Jesus, 350. Jesus Christ. And dropping fast as I record it. I mean, if you guys want to, live under possible threat for the rest of your lives, then more power to you, fellas and ladies. You're more of a man than me. Okay. Do all your research, guys. Do all your research. Because the technology around you, I guess, can be used against you. I mean, shit, the technology you guys approved. Are you following me? I don't know, man. I know I didn't participate with politics, so that's probably my fault. You guys are probably all aware of this. I'm new to this, so it's to the point where I am going to report it. I mean, its effects, at least. I contacted MSU for a free clinical trial in which they pay you to study the effects of electromagnetic radiation, and they don't even want to contact me back. It's interesting. The lawyers, I've contacted almost every single law firm that I can think of, and I would place a date, and they would not keep it. It seems to me that they are aware of what is occurring, and
decades of denial and ridicule,
they just don't want to help.
And the
So,
mainstream media.
the only option I have is to seek an international lawyer or a lawyer overseas that can bring up the case against.
But
You get what I'm saying? There is no possible way for a person to defend themselves unless they can keep their sanity and do enough research to protect themselves against the law in the court of law, because they will defend themselves with everything. You understand what I'm saying? This is damning evidence, and nobody wants to be a part of this. I get it. But one man or woman can show their balls,
most of us,
you know what I mean, and step up for me in court. I am willing to spend $10,000 up front, understood, to any individual that will participate. And then it's a guaranteed win, because they can't defend themselves against this. There's more than enough
If we want to
evidence.
truly understand ETs, their technology, and their intentions, we have to readdress our assumptions about the nature of reality and our relationship with the physical universe.
And it's cool, and it's great to see them. But what's really interesting,
I just thought about the fact that I still have my babies.
they're intelligent, they're conscious.
I mean, I don't plan on having kids because of the fact that
They hear otherwise.
my brother is under the same
But no one
surveillance,
made the
and he
question,
left the
how do we
country,
develop that relationship
and he's still
with
suffering
the occupants
from this.
of the UFOs?
So it's like nowhere on the face of the earth that you can escape.
It's going
type
from
of
just sort of
thing.
a materialistic
You understand
view,
what
there's
I'm
a
saying?
machine flying around the sky, and sort of a superficial view of it, to a deeper truth of who's on board.
If we do
Why are they here?
the comparison,
What is their
you'll see.
relationship to humanity?
there's no way a
That's
whole
the origin
family
of the
can
humanity.
be affected the same exact way.
What are we to do to
You get what I'm
create a
saying?
relationship with them, and how?
I mean, you could put the pieces to the puzzle
What is
together.
the foundation of a relationship between humans?
So unless you would like your
and
children,
evolution,
your brothers,
and
your
civilizations
sisters,
that
your
are
mothers,
hundreds of
your
thousands,
father,
millions of years more developed?
you feel what I'm saying?
Socially, and perhaps
You can figure it out from there.
we have to find where that.
This
point
is
of
a man that
commonality
has
is.
no
I have put a
addictions.
briefing together for every president since Bill Clinton, and to the extent that they know anything,
So we're done
it
there.
doesn't mean they have control over these covert programs. The unacknowledged special access.
Anybody that's dependent on a drug or alcohol would not be able to go to work, will not be able
And for that
to
reason,
handle
our elected
themselves
representatives are
properly
unlikely to resolve this problem.
without it.
But we can resolve it. by going
I can
directly to
show
these civilizations and
evidence
saying,
of why
"We're
I
here.
can.
You can make contact
So they can
with
write
us.
whatever they like on
Unarmed.
paper.
We are
It will be
friendly."
defamation of
Since
character.
1990, a network of free
And if it is a linked network of individuals that are all aware, then you guys are already aware that this is exactly what you want or they want.
Using the close encounters of the
Whoever's
fifth
available that
or
understands
CE5
will understand.
developed
That's not
by Dr.
okay.
Greer.
Whoever that
This
is
proven
involved
both
will know
subversive
exactly what I
and
mean.
Dangerous information is released to the public.
Oh my
They
God.
want you in your own worlds, contaminated and toxified. This is my only vice, and it's soon to go. And that is not for them to regulate. My choice, my mind, my body, my religion, my choice of habit, my choice of living space. It is not for the FCC to
Close
control.
encounters of the
If I
first
choose to talk,
consists of
I am
visual
more
signals
than within my rights to
identified
speak as much as I like.
Close encounters of the second kind, some physical traits. present.
You mean to tell me that an individual is supposed to be monitored and told what to say on a daily basis and what not to say, or maybe feel and what not to feel?
Or witness. Close encounters
Inexcusable
of the fourth kind.
by
Human
any
is brought on
means.
board in ET craft. Close encounters of the fifth kind. Proactive, human-initiated communication with extraterrestrial beings. Most of the phenomena
You should be ashamed of yourselves, whoever it is that is involved. I know the FCC is a guarantee. I will never drop that. Why? Because they're the ones that are responsible for regulating this type of radiation. If we're understanding each other, I will go ahead and write a book if I have the mental capacity. If not, I have vlogs to, validify and evidence to validify my position. In no way by any means is it necessary to treat an individual as such. Not at all. Even if you can prove that they are an individual that does not belong, this is unnecessary. You can evict them. You can terminate their citizenship. There is no need to assault an individual from a distance. You can come and speak to me in person, come fight me, come shoot at me. Do not play this fuck shit. Excuse me. Sorry. It gets to that point, if you understand what I'm saying. I would rather it be done physically.
We had come across,
and it's to the point where you can't use your own technology if you wanted to. If you understand what I'm saying. If you were to try to file paperwork, they would terminate it immediately. Or they can intercept it.
Cosmic disobedience.
Which, the FCC, they regulate everything that travels in and out, technology-wise, wirelessly-wise. So they are aware of everything. The government has projects that are constantly surveilling every single message that goes across, every video, everything. So if you think your dick pics are safe, you're wrong. They see everything.
And lunch counters
Just a heads up.
And what have you, to change that direction of our civilization.
It's not a laughing matter, of course. I kind of laughed it off because it's,
is more open.
It's relevant.
Than it was.
Your safety is my concern.
And to do that,
so I'm giving you the heads up. If you think you're safe, you're far from it.
Resonating within every single human being. Because that's the
everything you've said and done has been recorded. And if you are being surveilled
correctly,
and after this
going to know what the truth is. You don't have
issue that occurred in Washington D.C.,
telling you secondhand.
Anybody is liable. George Bush has already signed off on the paperwork. You understand what I'm saying? And if this is a global idea, there shouldn't be any terrorism and there shouldn't be any wars. Are we understanding what we are saying here? Are we copying each other?
And these civilizations are waiting for us to do it. And so this is our
you get it.
This is our moment.
The intent is hostile. The intent is control. The intent is marionetting individuals into positions in which that the FCC or the government itself believes that they belong. Other than that, you are not allowed to live.
The government
letting
has
you
been
know.
taking them seriously all along. Very serious.
Hey, there are individuals that are far more hostile than I am, and they put them on TV, like Tucker Carlson, for example. You get it? You got it? Good. They're overtly hostile. You feel what I'm saying? I am, if anything, if I have nothing nice to say, I keep it to myself. I put a false smile on, and I shake my head yes. That's the end of the fucking story. That would make me 3 times better than the individuals that are spewing hate on a constant daily basis for fun. Do you feel what I'm saying? And if you're reading my mind, in no way is that legal. You understand what I'm saying? You got it. Good. And constant threats have to end. I've already did a diagnostic on my mental health screening, and it's healthy. Bodily, healthy. Heart, lungs, documented as healthy. You understand? If they're falsifying medical documents, that is a felony. If they're falsifying any documents, it's a felony. If it pertains to my health. I think we're understood. I like to hear myself talk. So, yeah, you guys are going to enjoy this. Their intent is to get me, I don't know what program it is, but hey, listen. Masonic lodges and Illuminati and all of that stuff, it's conspiracies and stuff, but look into it. They have created movies similar to the life that I'm living. It's scary. You get what I'm saying? When I was younger, I experienced a similar, but I didn't think anything more of it. I just moved on, wrote it off. Now, I'm far too old to lie to myself again. And for some odd reason, they want to blame me. It's like, I deserve it, is what they're trying to tell me. Like, yeah, it's what you asked for. You're getting exactly what you asked. Like, what are you talking about? Nobody wishes harm on themselves. You get what I'm saying? Think about it. If you look up the side effects of technology of this sort, it has very negative implications on the health and the well-being of the individual that's being assaulted by it.
It happened.
I think they're aware of what it is that's going on.
Washington, where military, NASA, and intelligence.
There's an actor, the buff guy, Terry Crews. He went on Bill Maher or one of these TV shows, and he was speaking on the level of control in the workplace.
2017, with the release of the film Unacknowledged,
he could be
anticipation of which the CIA
in trouble as well. You know what I'm saying?
Millions of UFO documents.
It's not complicated enough. I mean, it's enough. It's enough to know that certain individuals are being targeted for whatever possible reason. Their looks, their voices, their acting skills, or they're forced to do so. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
And extinguish the opportunity for transformation available to us through these revelations.
But I know what's going on in my case.
The New York Times.
It's like they're getting me to they're trying to get me to shut up. They're trying to get me to stop thinking. And then if that's the case, then you're no longer yourself.
Focused on
get what I'm saying?
encounters by members of the military, like
and I won't give me up for anyone.
Navy pilot
if you understand what I'm saying, I'd rather die.
There's a whole fleet of them. What's on the SA? My God.
You never know. You never know.
That gets the wind. The wind's 120 miles from the west.
That is also a hopeful one, which is what I gave up my medical career to try to.
It's damaging technology. And they want you to be okay with them, harming you. You understand what I'm saying? It kind of makes you feel drunk. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Are real. They are here.
I don't know. If you do the research on magnetic radiation and how it affects the equilibrium and how it blurs the vision if you come too close to it, the volts per meter is like a shock. You know what I'm saying? But the magnetic, you can't stop it in any way, shape, or form. It can pass through walls, it can pass through cement, it can go through almost any material known to man. You would have to literally go underground.
Because I had met with people who were in these classified projects who were on.
I guess the mole people got something going.
Everything set to roll this out, and they were just waiting for the right.
I'm willing to give up technology.
Has ended. We have the global terrorism while it's still there.
If it means my life.
This is the next big thing that they want the public to be afraid of.
When a pickpocket makes a say, all he sees are his pockets.
or like if you're a hammer, everything looks like a nail. And it's not that this isn't a genuine perception on their part, because they've been raised, their entire political and professional career has been designed to have this.
Yeah, dude, bring your phone so I can
national
do something real quick.
And nobody can come into the airspace unless we say so. And they've got this super control mechanism going. And they're right at this really important place right now where they're attempting to establish a kind of
I swear I bumped into too many military officials or military lookalikes that spoke direct threats to me. You understand what I'm saying? It was odd and it's very suspicious, the trip that I took to Florida, which makes me believe more and more in which they're saying it's the whole country. I am afraid of the idea because no one man can go up against 330 million individuals for some odd reason that hate him.
He was silly enough to say it.
Hate is a strong word.
But the fact is that is their agenda.
Legendary civil rights attorney Daniel Sheehan has spent over 50 years fighting the national security state.
It's not even a civil rights issue anymore. It's a humanitarian issue. A person that's being defamed,
legal counsel,
denied access to employment,
it's helpful,
forced
for them to
basically
say,
into submission.
That's quite helpful. We've been trying to
something that's not my God.
For the last
you understand what I'm saying?
But it's all
their intent is to play God.
This fact that they're this horrible threat.
I don't know what to tell you guys. If you have a belief or a religion, they will isolate it and destroy it.
Trying to help get the Vatican and the Jesuits
that's the intent.
Involved in.
They want you to praise them as God
and philosophical
and listen to every order you are told.
But it's not a national security threat. Supporting character. In the unfolding of our
there's a movie where a lady was experiencing technology speaking to her when she was getting too close to something that she wasn't supposed to be.
What is unacknowledged?
You gotta watch
researching.
Okay. You gotta watch Unacknowledged.
I forgot the name of the movie, but if you look up Third Eye Spies, it'll lead you down that same route
within the intelligence
and it would help
of the United States.
Understand
what the major media
what I'm talking about. When you have technology responding to your mental thoughts
but with this
or speaking to you,
very subliminal.
It gets to the point
it's a threat.
The project was called the Advanced Aviation Threat Identification Program, run by an official named Luis Elizondo.
I think this is a national security imperative. We have clear
because it's clearly
things that we do not understand how they work
to others,
operating,
but it is to you
that we can't control.
Dangerous, if you ask me.
Was for NBC to establish the right of journalists to protect their confidential news sources. I did the amicus briefs for the New York Times and the Washington Post.
If you listen to everything, if you're one of the people that are,
at that time that I began to realize that there was this close working relationship.
Willful or submissive, then they can force you, for example, to kill yourself or to harm someone else.
And we actually got
if you're following what I'm saying.
Teddy Sorensen saying that,
so who's to say that individuals that are imprisoned at the moment are imprisoned because of their own decision?
To get them not to tell information.
It's more like the rich playing a game with the poor's lives. I wouldn't consider myself poor because poor by definition means
lawyer for the Times now and for NBC, and found out that there were
lack of
full-time
ownership of
NSA people employed by
materialistic things.
And they had a whole entire
my opinion
Project Mockingbird,
is,
and that they were deeply
how do I say, minimalist. So I care less for materialistic things, but I care more for survival.
Information that was going to be allowed to get out.
This is why you're getting these videos.
They viewed themselves as all part of the same.
It's simple.
Basic fraternity.
The intent is hostile, and I do not wish to share my body or my mind. It's mine. We understood.
The fact that there was a massive
assassination crazy. This shit is psychotic.
By heroin trafficking.
By nature,
keep it away from
it's abusive.
Funding investigations, etc. I thought this.
Think about it. I am not violent whatsoever. There's not a violent issue that I have come across that I didn't handle properly.
incident.
Now I
but
don't
not
wish to
this.
speak to a
Even the
soul.
Air Force Office of Special
You
Investigations
seeing what I'm
Officer Richard Doty
saying?
admitted that he would bring bags of cash to national security editors.
You say something they don't like, and they start fucking you up.
In this narrative.
So every news agency, every television, radio
I
station.
guess when they yell at you and shit and tell you that they're the devil, you know,
So we need.
I don't know.
We paid.
You're supposed to run away naturally.
One of the reasons you get to pay. And that was controversial. That was some controversy.
I don't know what to tell you guys, man. Good luck.
Oh, yes.
But I know my destination and how it's gonna end.
What you have now.
I am not sharing this body.
A
It
concerted
will be
effort
returned
between
to
mainstream
once
media
it came.
and social media platforms and tech
That's
companies
it.
to say, let's gain control. This
Yes,
tight
you
little
should be
box of
afraid.
what the media
Very afraid.
stressful subject is really
I mean, I have a
how it
smile
relates
on,
to
but that's how I
military,
deal with stressful
government spending,
situations. I don't know about
all
everybody
the
else.
sort of
The
conversations that are
hostile
very common
individuals
within
that are
mainstream
naturally
people are going to relate to
violent
they
by
don't, as a
nature,
piece, the
they would
typical
attack.
box together.
You
Let me
get what
give
I'm
you a great
saying?
example.
Their intent will
If
be
you look at a lot
violent.
of the
My
disclosures
intent
on
is
the
this.
materials, which is beyond the scope of this film. We
So I
identified
can
dozens of
at
people
least
who
say
were
it's
at
not my
intercontinental
fault.
ballistic missile, nuclear silos, nuclear weapons areas, who
That's the
had
key
UFOs
there.
come in to those
They have to
areas,
incriminate
surveilling them,
you.
but in some cases
So
rendering those
they can't
missiles unlaunchable.
use
Now, most of the
mind
men that were in those
farming
silos
or
said to me personally, they
troll farm
felt
or
that
whatever
these
the case
ETs were
may be
saying,
as
"Please don't
legally
blow up this
viable
beautiful planet.
evidence in
What did you
court
do?
because it won't
You built a
stand.
mutual assured destruction.
It's illegally
Nuclear
obtained.
weapons globally. We can
But
intercept a lot of them.
they
so that you
can
don't
force
go to
you into a
extinction
position
level
in
event.
which you
They
do
felt it was actually
something
a very
to incriminate
critical thing that
yourself.
happened. Meanwhile, people came along.
Are you
the
following
same
what I'm
data,
saying?
The same cases.
There's
and spun it
evidence
into a
there
national
that it's an
security threat.
external
One set of
factor
facts, two
playing a
narratives,
role in
diametrically
my life.
opposite.
It has
When I
nothing to
got
do
involved in
with my
the issue of the
mentality
UFO issue,
or my
the ET
physical
issue,
appearance.
starting in 1977.
It's
with
more
President
so
Carter, I realized that the work that
an
I was doing
internment
was
camp
characterized by the
to
national
train or
police as a
retrain
target
individuals
for
that they deem
counterintelligence activities.
unworthy or
When I see this thing happening
unpalatable.
to the Stars Academy,
However
where they
you would like
suddenly
to put
appear
the
on
word.
the
I'm
front
trying to
page of
make
the
it
New York
nice.
Times, and the CNN
So I don't get
all of a sudden wants
assaulted.
to talk with them, and they're on MSNBC and all this kind of stuff.
This
I
shit is
immediately
crazy,
kind
bro.
of
You'll feel like you're
realized,
overheating.
wait a
That's why I took off
this
the
is part
road.
of what I've been worried about.
That's the
coming out,
volts per
because they
meter.
were constantly spinning
It's
this
like a
story
shock value.
that this is
It's,
a threat.
it gives
My name
you
is Tom
like
DeLong. A lot of people
I don't
know
know.
me.
I don't know how to.
My band Blink
I don't know how to
182,
put
I
it.
started that band.
It's
when I was
literally
16.
electricity in the air.
Through a series of
So
meetings, I was soon connected to a
shock
large
value,
group of
not as
U.S.
in
government
the
officials,
usual
from
term,
the CIA, the
but
Department of
that's the
Defense,
value that
and
they get
Lockheed
from it.
Martin.
They're shocking you. So if
These
you're
guys were always
showered,
involved in the
it'll
secret
feel
U.S. government
worse.
programs that dealt with these subjects.
What's happening is the To the Stars Academy people,
And where it
who are all,
comes
you know,
from
Jason Van
is the
who's
power
there,
box.
the chief of covert operations,
How I can
domestic
show
for
you
CIA, which in and of itself
video.
is totally against the law. You know, the National Security Act of 1947
It is
completely, clearly
legally,
and unequivocally
how do I
prohibits
say,
any kind of covert operations
regulated
stateside.
for
But here, that's what he is.
homes.
And there he is. There, you
Period.
got guys from DIA and the Defense Department.
It's
and
not
Health
supposed to
and stuff.
bounce up
And they're all
like
there.
that. You get what I'm
And
saying?
what they're doing is they're putting this intense spin. Every single thing they talk about all has this kind
It's
of gestalt to it.
directed.
This is a threat.
And it very well could be a threat.
You can
It's
check
a
the
threat
walls
to
in the
our
home.
national
The
security.
paint
It's a
starts
threat to
to
our
peel.
airspace. It's a threat to our
It tells
sovereignty.
you
It's
that
what it
there's
is a
something
threat
else
to
in the
our
house,
that
if you
we're
feel
on
what
the
I'm
planet.
saying.
And of course, they think that's their job. Our job is to assert full spectrum dominance over the entire planet. We actually have the documents from the 1992 United dominance over the
Hey,
planet.
I'm already
So
starting to feel the effects. I'm starting to come down. The volts are starting to slow.
The danger of this
It's becoming harder to relay the messages. That's the point of these vlogs, or whatever you want to call them.
In Germany or African
The
Americans
mission
in this
is to
country,
get
they
me
will
to
create
stop talking.
Sort of a boogeyman effect.
But I'm pretty sure that the whole world is not aware.
Ugly motherfucker.
I'm sure of that.
And as one member of the royal family told me, we need to do things. So
okay,
that the
understand
will
something.
accept in blood and treasure the
All right, for example,
sacrifice
Islam.
is needed.
Nobody in Islam would accept this as
Bombshell
okay.
CIA
You understand what I'm saying?
previously published by the
Because
Disclosure Project
the intent is to
reveal
stop me
a
from reading the Quran.
decades-long
The intent is to
psychological
stop me
warfare
from
campaign
reconverting to my
cultivate a
religion.
culture
When I
of
moved to this
fear
country, I was a
towards
Muslim.
extraterrestrial.
I followed the American way. I'm still an American,
clandestine services are
but I choose to be a Muslim, and that's probably when the assault started. Because as soon as I decided to quit messing about and go back to my religion,
Intelligence assets were
I was slammed. I mean, slammed. I dropped 35 pounds. I was tossed, as they say. If you understand me, then you understand me. In no way am I hostile. Everybody on earth has the right to choose where they want to live. The religion they choose to practice should not be a reason for the assault on them. By American law, by the Constitution. So whatever laws that they're following at this moment is non-American. I've said this before and I will say this again. Might as well shred the documents of the Constitution and restart, change the name. It's not worth it. If it's a government entity that belongs to this country, my country, then I say, and we can vote on it.
Let's go out into
whoever agrees that this is American is not American.
Hundreds of millions of people killed in war.
Are
the
we
advent
understood?
Of weapons of mass destruction.
There is
Our
no
going into
contract in your
space
mind.
In a competitive way.
You understand? That's the
for
devil's
the
work.
Apollo project.
As far as I know.
The degradation and destruction of our environment, our targeting of extraterrestrial assets.
You show me
and
documents
and successfully
that I approve this type of
their spacecraft.
Technology to be used against me. And
There's
if
an underground facility where there are 9
other Americans have, I am sorry for you guys, because now you already tied yourself
in Arizona.
to
Not
death.
coincidentally, perhaps.
You no longer have a choice. You make one mistake and they take you out.
On September 15, 1994. Shows
One God,
extraterrestrial
and it's not them.
Dodge an electronic weapon
You understand?
fired from Earth. Here,
That was hostile because I do feel very strongly about my God.
Makes an abrupt right angle turn, flies off. Moments after,
If it was up to me,
you see the shot
yes,
fired
I would destroy
from
this
space
technology.
where the craft
I would
was
eliminate this technology. I will learn hacking to access it
Knowing
and
all
burn
that,
it to the
if they
ground.
were hostile in the way we think of an invading hostile force, that would have been made abundantly clear to us the day we detonated the first atomic bomb. The fact is they have shown remarkable restraint, almost a level of Gandhian pacifism, not to have pushed back. So the threat isn't extraterrestrial. The threat is covert human. These secret projects are an existential threat to Earth.
You get
the
too close,
environment,
they'll come for
and
you
to
too.
our civilization.
Yeah, so I was taking a
Many
piss and
hundreds of contact experiences
they
with
said,
our CE5 teams around the world over the
Do you
last
know?
30 years is that none of them are hostile. But
2.5 on the milligauss
very
reading
concerned about how
when I caught it.
and are doing things to try
And
to
I,
contain
you know, it makes you
But
like
our destiny
rewind
beyond
for
Earth
some odd reason.
is not only a matter of national identity.
It's
but a matter
hostile.
of national
The intent is
security.
hostile. And
It
in
is not enough
no
to
way
merely have
will this be
an
acceptable
American
to
president.
any individual. It makes
We
you
must
feel
have
weak.
American
And that's
dominance.
when you're susceptible
They want to project out into the
to whatever
stars
they want to
their
tell you.
dominion. Our
If
job
you
is
believe
to get people to
in
understand
science,
that
then
it's
you
not
know that
our
it's true
mistakes as a
that
human species. We need to lay back, participate in all
LRAD,
other sentient life in the
long
universe,
distance,
merit
long-range
proper
acoustic
position
devices.
in the Galactic
They would
Confederation.
send you
Not be
messages
the big bully.
almost instantaneously.
counterintelligence efforts reach a new level of absurdity.
It'll make you think that something's wrong with you. You get what I'm saying? Because it's almost impossible that this is existent. But once you do the
2017,
scientific,
Retired Air Force intelligence officer Richard
research,
Joseph made history.
It's
He
real.
admitted on camera
It's
that
real.
unacknowledged special access projects
It's basically
within the military
a sound
do indeed
with a hidden message inside of it. So it'll be like a screech sound,
interplanetary conflict sometime in the near future.
and there'll be a message detailed
We did
inside of
do
it.
that, yes. OSI
Why?
did that.
I don't know.
There was a special group
Who?
Out of,
I'm pretty sure.
the 7602nd Air Intel Wing at Fort Belvedere.
When I've experienced
had these
in the past, but I dismissed. So I want to say now, during this court case or whatever the case may be,
brought in to fool people and thinking
satellite.
Yeah, I can't give you any specifics because it's still the program is still classified, and they probably still doing it.
What
I wouldn't doubt they were still doing it.
This corroborates what dozens of other insiders.
Yeah, I guess I answered the 5 W's. I think. I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's evident.
Colonel, you're about to find out who your
and the damage is it can be shown in court by professionals that do this type of research. The tissues will show. The bone structure will show.
We can't talk about this. Your efforts to
it's not natural
are noble.
If you understand what I'm saying.
Be able to be.
They fuck your mind up and they tell you it's your fault.
And the
I'm
UN
telling
Secretary General Perez
I'm
Tequeo.
telling
and
you.
in the course of us putting together high-level planning meetings to do this, Perez Tequeo,
and then they use it as an excuse to attack you further.
Out of his limousine,
if you understand what I'm saying. You feel what I'm saying?
The aliens that if they did not cease and desist from their plans to disclose this information, that every world leader involved, including the President of the United States, would be abducted. This blew up like an atomic bomb in the Bush White House, and it did not go forward. I said, okay.
Damn, the Bushes really did some damage in that time, didn't they?
That
we have do some research, guys. Do some research.
Interplanetary war. And in doing so, we can then.
Whenever you say something, they don't.
I'm quoting. And I just listened. He didn't know that I knew that the means for that abduction.
Just because I said the Bushes do some damage.
By a counterintelligence unit out of the national security state that had the technology
is already eliminated.
To simulate an alien craft and aliens.
The court case that I'm dealing with is about my Second Amendment
and that there was a deeper part of these unacknowledged special access projects.
You take one away,
even people
like
Bush Senior,
dismiss the whole bunch.
On the committee that had lost control of some of these renegade factions.
The Constitution is not to be infringed upon.
Perez Tequeo being abducted caused him to stop that process. It manipulated these leaders into
it no longer holds the same weight that it did.
He confessed to me that the reason he was funding the work of the abduction group
in no way can it be taken
they wanted to put information out to the public that would scare the public so that people would make the sacrifice in blood and treasure to have an interplanetary war. Now,
you are within your rights to speak on any governmental agency, redress your grievances,
that is going to
as
mobilize
well as
people
speak on whatever
the national security state,
whatever presidential term that was served by any individual.
It is this:
you are well within
beings
your right to
themselves.
speak on it.
Interesting,
if you are stopped, that's your First Amendment in the trash.
Story.
If you understand what I'm saying,
they're trying to get us to understand it. They're trying to give us warnings. They're trying to help raise our consciousness,
because they
which is a critical part of this entire operation going on, and trying to get us to do this for ourselves. That's what this is all about.
Because
the national security state realizes that's a slower process, so they're now trying to hurry this up.
That's it.
There's a kind of an emergency process underway right now. Make no mistakes about that.
When I was
am a free citizen.
Director of the Defense Intelligence Agency,
I have no duty to participate in anything that I wish not to participate in.
Dr. Greer, what we don't understand is why you haven't killed yourself yet. He said, well, my dad knew about some of this way back in the 60s. No one would do anything about it. So he took his revolver and ate his gun and blew his head off.
Sorry.
Now, this is a 3-star general telling me this story. In the first 10 minutes we're together. I said, well, I'm sorry that happened to you, but I understand where your dad's coming from.
You don't have a duty to participate in anything that you wish not to participate in. That's the American way. That's the right of every citizen. I just had to correct myself and think, hold on, does that make me an ill-willed individual? No, not at all. That just means that I have no need for this in my life, so I don't.
There are a lot of people who've been on my team who are military.
I think you understand what I'm saying. I don't think I'm hostile whatsoever. I think I'm very sane. I think I'm very competent.
survivor guilt.
Jesus Christ. They don't even want him in your mouth. In your mind.
This national security state is the bane of our human existence right now. And so we have to start disassembling that national security state. Because, even say Bernie Sanders hypothetically were to become president. The national security state isn't even going to tell him where the washrooms
leverage your life.
That whole group is going to descend upon him, and they're going to give him at least as much trouble as they've given Trump.
If you got
I've given up every worldly pleasure.
And you found out something about you.
At this point.
Something about you. Would you let us know?
The RF is
my wife would demand that I let you know.
So that's why they want Joe Biden and Kamala Harris to come
1 hour, 41 seconds in, 10:37
a.m. normal, where the national security state is functioning. They're all operation. They're all going.
Even my devices are not on.
They're putting people from Goldman Sachs in
even
charge
if they're
of the
connected to the internet.
that kind of thing. We have to rise above those kind of dialectical politics. Bring the people up, raise the consciousness of the people, and have this function through democracy. We've got the
tools. A life that you're not in control of is not a life.
We've got access to the internet still. They haven't taken that away from us.
Make your decision.
But there's a short window here.
One exception to the almost universal failure of world governments to initiate peaceful diplomacy with these civilizations took place
by my
in
religion.
France.
It can't be done by my own hands, so they literally have to kill
President
me.
Sarkozy's Ministry of Defense reached out
videos
to
are proof of it.
to train its senior officials in the close encounters of the fifth kind protocol. During a covert test run in the French countryside, ET craft were tracked overhead
all the proper
going
measures.
200,000 kilometers.
I got all the legal documents.
This massive off-colored craft partially materialized a few meters from the group.
I can even print out.
Since the operation
Technology of this sort has already been created. Print out
it remains the duty of we the people to become peaceful
DARPA has released, the
ambassadors.
CIA has released.
Much like a denial of
It's just
service cyber
half the
attack
world is
can
blind,
bottleneck
or
and
half the
bring down a
country is
computer
deaf,
effort.
or dumb.
Millions of people
I don't know how to put it
contact
to you.
would completely overwhelm
They would
the
rather
national
play
security
stupid
state's ability
do the right
to
thing.
subvert disclosure.
The national security state people, and potentially working with and through the To the Stars Academy, are going to be pitching this problem. Say, well, we can't just let our whole civilization know that there is this highly advanced, technologically superior society out there, and because
Videos,
our whole culture will collapse. Whereas, in fact, it's quite clear that it's their defense of the elite, this 1% of the human family, that basically ends up controlling over 40% of all of the wealth.
Alright, so, if it's a guarantee anything you want type of thing, I wish to
About
be
6
rich
months
since
after
I
I had
was
the near-death
13 years
experience, and I
old,
began learning
9 years
meditation.
old.
I was sitting up on a mountain up in North Carolina,
in our
and
culture,
right
you
before
make a wish,
sunset, I looked over
and I would
towards
be
the
rich by now,
southwest, and I
if that's
saw
what this was about.
a beautiful silver disc, seamless, close encounter of the first kind.
You don't
It
get
looked
what you
exactly like the ET craft I'd seen
You
when I
get
was
what
8 or
they
9,
want.
when I was a child in North Carolina, which actually ignited my interest in all of this. So I said, oh, well, they're back. I didn't think much more about it. So I sat to meditate, and I went into this very deep meditation. By the time I came out of the meditation, it was very pitch dark, and there was the whole Milky Way galaxy was above my head, and a thought was sent into me. It was very clear. It wasn't my random thought or hallucination at all. And it said, behold what a beautiful universe God has made. And with that, I went right into the state of...
These brightly coloured fish are particularly abundant in the Pacific's Far East, and a targeted species for most predators here. They stay deep in close to sea caves in peak feeding times. Sea caves within the island flanks begin as a small crack or weakness in the rock walls. Tremendous force from waves and currents puts pressure on the weakness and cracks the rock from within. The areas erode over time, gouging out overhanging ledges grottos, and deep caves. Dark areas for hiding, hunting, and resting. White-tip reef sharks spend their days holed up under ledges and in caves, saving their energy for night hunts. Technically, sharks don't sleep. They oscillate between periods of wake and rest. Some sharks are able to do this.
Look, 1.2 on a milligauss. Be careful, guys. Even in the Quran, it clearly states that if it's your religion that's causing the persecution and you're in fear for your life, you can hide the fact that you are a Muslim. I would suggest all of you to do just that. And we are in the state of Michigan where I'm pretty sure it's the capital of Muslims living in the state. I do believe there's the most Muslims in this state than there are in any other. So, hey guys, hide it. For real. I believe it's an extermination of Islam. And I've thought this for months. For months. Since June of 2022. So guys, if you must, do. Save yourselves. I'm pretty much lost because they don't like me. They do not like me. I mean, you can hear them. Anything over 20,000 hertz, no one around you can hear it if it's directly, aimed towards you. It's a fact. You can Google it. It's an actual LRAD. It's long distance acoustic devices. So yeah, long range acoustic devices. Yeah, this is true. This is real. I know most people got their head in their asses, but do the research and you'll see what I mean. I mean, technology has advanced farther than anyone can perceive in a short amount of time. People are making these devices at home. Okay, you can create a microwave device in your home. You can Google it, or YouTube it if you wanted to actually create it. You see, when I talk things they don't like, they do that. So yeah, careful. I have an MRI specialist in the morning, neurologist, to check on the damage. Chiropractor, they assessed me, cleared me. And I don't know, man. I was shaving and then I got hit with 107 milligauss. Like, I was like, what the fuck? You see how I'm clean and shit. You dig me? What they say? Live fast, die young, leave a beautiful corpse. I guess I accomplished all three of those goals. Hey, man. That's just what it is. Joe Rogan, dude. Whoever don't fuck with him, fuck with him. Hey, I'm a true American. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. There's no need to target an individual that feels like me, The Constitution is number one. Violation of civil rights, violation of humanitarian rights. I mean, I got children in this house. Unbelievable. And look, you will be next. Your family is in danger. Alright, I did the research. The EPA is not responsible for regulating EMF. When you do the research, you'll find out who's responsible to regulate EMF, who has the power to use it uncontrollably or force you to, you know what I'm saying? It's like, guys like that. Facts. Alright, dude. Look, because I ain't scared of them. It's the FCC is who you need to look into. Paperwork's here. They're supposed to regulate it. I've been in contact with almost every single agency in the face of the earth. Well, American agencies, CIA, FBI, even the FCC. Yeah, it's real shit. It's like everybody knows. I'm really not. So, what up, bro? Look, volts per meter, 30. Coming from my roof? No, it's coming from above that. Trust and believe. Yeah, it's like burning from the inside. You think these artists just make up shit? They're not just making up shit. They're like slaves. They're forced. I'm to the point where I'm just telling them, fuck it, take my life type shit. So that's why I'm making these vids for y'all. Hopefully, I don't take this as a conspiracy or some joke. It's not. It's real. I got also videos of my encounters, moving around. It's kind of like everybody knows, and if everybody knows, then, you guys can just enjoy the video. Oh, yeah, this is what we did to him. But no, you're going to hell. So, I mean, if you participate in this type of activity, you're playing God. And if you think you're God, you're sorely mistaken. Moving, I can't lie, is, one of my best decisions, only due to the fact that I have family waiting. And I do want to see them. I haven't seen them since I was 5 years old. So, to be fair, I think I'm well within my rights to go anywhere I like and do whatever it is I like, as long as it abides by the laws and regulations set by the country that I am in. And as far as this country goes, I paid all my dues, paid all my taxes, paid all my time if it was necessary. They know who I am. I'm very well documented out here. Sorry to say, it's just not the place for me anymore. We had 109, 102, just keeps bouncing, 99. I don't know if you guys can see that. But yeah, just for future references. If you guys ever think about leaving the country, do it in a hurry and very silent. Hey, we lost 1 million people since 2016 to Mexico. Interestingly enough, they go to Mexico and then they come here to work. They live in Mexico and come here to work. 8 hours, I guess, is all they can stand a day here. I'm just assuming here. I don't know what was the main reason. I know Michigan lost. This is where I am now. Michigan lost about the same amount of people just from the state. Like, probably not the place to live, be honest with you. I've never met more nasty people in my life, and I'm from New York, so, I mean, you could tell. But yeah, and New York is pretty straightforward, let's just say that. And I've never learned to hold my tongue. For all you guys that do drugs, for real, detoxify, and listen to the thoughts. You'll know which ones are yours. There is evidence proven that they've already scientifically done this with rats, in clinical trials I'm guessing have already started with us. But it's, it's not like I participated willingly. They'll force you. And if it has been done to you and you see this video and you decided that you're going to get down instead of lay down type of thing, then you are not religious. Then you do not believe in a God. You think you are God. It's very dangerous, guys. You only live a couple, 80 years. You don't. Some animals live longer than you do. Shut the fuck up. And yeah, if you bought that one-way ticket to hell, dude, that's eternity. I'd rather reserve myself for that if they're trying to get me. If you get what I'm saying. Which I've always felt like something was out to get me. Oh, there it is. Who the hell knew? You can clean up your life, you can act like you're whatever, but once you have something they want, it wouldn't mean a damn thing. Their intent is hostile, but they tell you you're chasing them. Interesting. Milligauss, volt per meter, RF, laser technology. Check the ligaments, check the muscles, including the heart. 1.5 milligauss going to 0.8, double. 4. It just shut the device off. 4.0 milligauss. When directed directly at an individual, it will cause rapid cellular degeneration. You will feel like your body's on fire. So it's like, yeah. The threat of death no longer concerns me anymore. Like, I'm just telling them, fuck you, do it. Motherfuckers will not do it for some odd reason. I don't know what the fuck they're scared of. Remember FCC. And they denied my complaints as well when I went to file them online. So send them the copies of these videos. I mean, they watched themselves murder me, so now you guys can just send it to the news and they can see what they done. The world can see what they done. Got 1.7 going down to 0.8. That's double the regulated amount in the state of Michigan. .8, 1 gram. 2.0, it was just going up and down. It's literally any technology that's around you. MRI scheduled for the 29th. See exactly what type of damage they did and how far it's gone. They believe this changes individuals into positive ones. Far from it. 1.7 milligauss, 2.5 volts per meter from a cell phone. You got 2 milligauss coming from the basement. I'm guessing the power box. I've checked it myself numerous times, and the numbers. You guys gotta buy yourself one. I mean, to be honest with you, if they are targeting individuals as such, they pump them medications, they send them to hospitals, give them health defects. I mean, do the math. Population control, money. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. They could literally manipulate you with this type of technology. Volts per meter shocks the nerves, making them activate. The milligauss can actually move your body if it's focused on you properly. It's like a force of pressure. Michigan regulates at zero point 0.4. I have that times 3 concentrated on the body. So the judge in which is presiding over my case is Judge Kelly Ramsey. She stated that, how do we know that you're a U.S. citizen? I have a social security number that the police officer took off of me, the passport in which he had in the palm of his hand. And what's hilarious is I have a prison record in New York, a jail record. So this is all things that she knows about. That she knows that immigration came to see me in New York and I've already been cleared. Come on, y'all. If this is not intentional violation of civil rights, and whatever this is, violation of humanitarian rights, I mean, they can hear me, they can speak to me, they can electrocute me, they can pressure me, they can do any and the above. You understand what I'm saying? Your First Amendment right is the freedom of speech. You let them censor that, it's over. Second Amendment right is what I'm going to court for now, which was no criminal activity. There was nothing at all. It was a traffic stop. Seemed targeted from the beginning. So we'll see where it goes from here. And I honestly believe, that's why I'm making these videos, that it's not going well. For them, at least. For me, I've already met mine. You know what I'm saying? I've already been, that's not say met, but I'm ready to meet, and I've already made peace with mine. My family's well aware of what's going on. Alrighty, guys, just got back from the chiropractor. All is well. Let them know about the situation at hand. See where it goes. Maybe I'll get better. Maybe it gets worse. Who knows? They say don't push it, buddy. You got 1.2 milligauss directed. You point it up in the sky. We got like 42 volts per meter. It's amazing, huh? They told me welcome back. So here we go again, y'all. I don't know. They'll try to probably say that it's what it is. We got 62, went from 94 to 61, 75, 77. I'm pretty sure laptops are safe. It really doesn't matter at this point, guys. The mind and the body is not going to be able to take much more of the harassment. So, like, whether they like it or not, like, at a certain point, like, it's just going to give way. All this information is going to come out. This is regulated. You know what I'm saying? Specifically. Yeah, 1.1 milligauss, which is 3 times the amount, regulated by the FCC, dropping, picking back up, dropping. Like, it's literally a game to them. I don't know what to tell you guys. What it is. 100 and some change. You can literally feel your body heat up. If the intent isn't hostile, then I don't know what is. They did have a video on Among Us, and they stated how there is humans in space stations. So, yeah, I guess they're like regulating individuals from a distance. I don't know. When you have your brainwave scanned, that's literally the definition of your thoughts, if they can be deciphered. It was 1.2, 1.4. It's interesting enough. In the basement, from 38 down to 25. They're literally using the power boxes and satellites and the wirings in your walls. It's interesting. The RF is incredible. Like, I don't even know where it's coming from. And it's legal to have high frequency radios in the state of Michigan. So anybody could attack you with such weapons, you know? You can order them online. But to protect yourself, it's illegal. It makes no fucking sense. Yeah, they don't care either. Real talk, it's just one life. They don't give a shit. But it could sure get expensive when it's exposed, for sure. Again, downhill spiral, so they don't care. The U.S. dollar's crumbling. They're just printing away. At this point, they're like, fuck it. We'll just print out a bunch of dollars, pay off everybody, assault whoever the fuck we want. Keep the people we can use, manipulate, coerce. Anybody that's perceived as an individualized constitutionalist or anything of the sort, wipe them. It's like the word they use too. You can hear everything over 20,000 hertz. It's only heard by you. It's already been proven, and the technology exists. Your AI is regulating what you learn, so you don't know shit that they don't want you to know. I think you get it. You're already being manipulated. What's funny to me is, like, how do they blame you for nothing? All they do is, like, figure out, you know what I'm saying, something that is in your past, or create something and push it on you like it's true. Realistically, though, y'all, anything to blame you so you can take the damage and believe what they're saying. Definition of coercion. Police do it every day. Make one with your gods, whoever they are. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, that way you can wager your life on it. And then you can go peacefully. The interesting part is that if they knew something that was true, you would be arrested already. So that's where you can just say, fuck off, you know? And then they'll come and get you. Or they'll just kill you. Either way, they don't care. 2.0, y'all. I made the doctors and chiropractors, neurologists aware of what's happening, so we'll see. They all cleared me. That's the interesting part. We'll see. It's ridiculous. Talking is not a reason to kill you. Like, it makes no fucking sense. There are individuals that speak for a living. You know what I'm saying? Philosophers, teachers. You understand what I'm saying? These people are out of fucking control. Good. When you're a target of it, you'll know. Like, even the videos and such that you watch in some way communicate. It's outrageous. Yeah, 2.6 milligauss, y'all. Alright, so his record is 124 volts per meter. That was just it. His record of every single individual entity that I've contacted. FCC, RS info, like radiation info, Al Jazeera, in case they wanted to buy the story. You got James Freeman, like literally everybody. I even, let me see, BLP. I don't even know what that is, but it's like an environmental agencies. Everybody is no, they know. They know. Everybody's aware of what's happening. They think thinking is an issue. They think talking is thinking. I mean, thinking is talking, excuse me. Human beings use vibrations to communicate. Do you understand? This is how you guys hear me right now. If it's any other way, that would be telepathy. That's false, though. There's no telepathy. It's reading your brain waves from a distance. You understand? They have the technology at my neurologist already to read your brain waves, which I had my brain scanned. Right now, I'm waiting on the test results on that as well. I don't know what to tell you guys. It's possible that you already know, but you guys are down, but not everybody knows. It's literally nothing I can do at this point, y'all. It's just, yeah, their opinion is like, ah. Because if I force myself not to think, then I have no original thoughts. You see what I'm saying? And what would that mean? I would give them free will or, control over my body. That means I would do as they say, whether it's evil or whether it's good. Logically speaking, half of them speak issues that I don't agree with. So this is where we differ. And then I get assaulted. You get what I'm saying? It's documented. There's plenty of it. It's, you know, at will, y'all. It really is. Hey, if it is, then it's really not. There is no fucking way. I'm not that important for an alien to decide he wants to steal my soul or my body. That's ridiculous.
The concrete base.
You get what I'm saying? It's definitely a entity. It's definitely a U.S. based entity. It's not in no way an extraterrestrial being. Possibly technology stolen from an extraterrestrial. The Soviets already obtained that. There is footage. FBI, CIA has declassified real information that they did obtain this technology. So it's no wonder, y'all. There's plenty of people that are dumb the fuck out, drugged up, drunk out of their goddamn minds, possibly to avoid, you get what I'm saying, possession in a sense of the word. If a police officer arrests you, you're in their possession at the time. But it's an external factor that's not in your mind. It's not in your body. When I can speak into your mind or harass the body with radiation or technology that most people don't believe even exists, then, you know, you can call it whatever you want. If you're religious, they're devils. If you're scientific, it could be extraterrestrial or governmental. If there has to be a source, and the readings is evidence. You get what I'm saying? It's not internal. If it was internal, you can tell. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Stay hydrated. Eat as much as possible. If you can exercise, go for it. I suggest you do not, because it's like a physical force. If it's pressing on you and you're pushing back, it can break you. Just giving you the heads up. That's why I started the chiropractor and got ahead of the ball. Yeah, I don't know, man. Something's got to give. You get what I'm saying? If I do pass, it'll be a wrongful death. No matter how you call it. Because there'll be malpractice on the doctor's end. It'll be malpractice on a chiropractor's end. I guess you can call them doctors too. But it's like treason if it's a governmental entity. They're assaulting law-abiding citizens. You get what I'm saying? There's a specific name for it that I was doing the research on. There is a specific name for it. But when a governmental entity turns on its own people, when we the people are supposed to be in charge of the government, they're servants. They should not feel like they can take your life in any way. Especially individuals that pay their taxes. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying that individuals that don't pay their taxes deserve to live more than others. But when you pay their bills and you feed their families, you should be allowed to tell them about themselves. Simple. I would say my self-control is above average, to be honest, because this has been, as far as I know, since since June. But I felt something was wrong since I was a child. I had this one day where I was running really fast and really hard. And I thought it was my body saying it to my mind, you know what I'm saying? You're going to kill me. Because my heart was beating out my chest. And I was running and continuing to run. But it wasn't. And that's when I was a child. So now that I'm an adult, Like, I started looking into this. It was never in my head. It bugged me out that it was like, I guess it was there to guide me at one point, but now it's just like mad, if you know what I mean. Whatever it may be. I truly, honestly believe, like, I'm not that special. You know what I'm saying? From directly overhead, y'all. That's incredible. I have photos and I have videos of outside at work, 10 milligauss. It gets to the point where you are a vegetable. Like Michael Jackson said, that's probably why he killed himself. I'm telling you. Their intent is to control you without you saying a word. That's impossible. I spoke to the neurologist and she made pretend like she didn't have any clue that you can't stop thinking. It's impossible.
And you have like
so if you speak, it's verbalized. If you think, it's not speaking. You get what I'm saying? And if you're thinking, that means you're alive. If you stop thinking, you're dead. When you sleep, you're still thinking. You understand what I'm saying? It's impossible for you not to think. So, the end case is death. If you get what I'm saying. If their intent is to say that talking is thinking and thinking is talking, then if they want you to stop thinking, impossible with you being alive. Make sense? There are individuals that are military class that found out about the technology that murdered themselves because they're religious and basically their religion is trashed and they couldn't handle that, so they took their own lives. And if a military official couldn't handle that much, what makes you think you civilians have the capability of, you know what I'm saying, withstanding this type of, I mean, if I'm right, then this has been going on since I was a child. When I first found out, it was like, I dismissed it. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, you know what? You were drinking or whatever the case may be. You were having an episode. You know what I'm saying? And then left it be. I was fine. You know what I'm saying? I stopped drinking and started thinking. When I started thinking the thoughts that I know are not mine, my conscience was battling these thoughts. You get what I'm saying? The motherfucker said it himself, like, damn, he caught us. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then it just, like, turned into an insane amount of damage. I cannot say it any better. It's like, mind farming. It's like trolling on a constant daily basis. If you want to compare it to the shame game or the shame program that they have in China, it's worse. It's worse. Okay, so in China, they CC camera, TV, everybody, they get their images, they follow them through the cameras, and they shame them through technology and individuals around them. You get like a social score. Here, they beat the shit out of you with radiation. Do you understand? Like, and it's not just the words, it's not just the technology, it's incredibly demeaning to any man. Women might submit to this type of shit and be sluts and whores and shit because that's what they want. Men, they rebel, and that's probably why you have all these shootings and individuals doing things that are out of control. They might not even know that it's them. And that will fund Big Pharma. That would fund the prison, because you have private industries now controlling the prisons. That would basically put the power in the hands of every single business on earth, if you understand what I'm saying. You're talking about a man that has never been in debt, that has, before this, I'm still at a 750 credit score. On some of my other credit scores, it was 720 something, right? So it's pretty high still to this day, but I was at 780 and some change. Like, you can go ahead and look at the graphs on Credit Karma and Experian. It was straight up until June of this year. It just started dipping. Why? Because they prevented me from working. They stopped me from using my credit wisely, and my money started to drain. You understand what I'm saying? If they stop you from working, that means you can't make the money. Once you stop making money to fund your life, you would have to use your credit. Following what I'm saying? They push you into a loan, then the loan gets out of control, then you can no longer afford it. You see what I'm saying? No matter which way you go, they're going to take it from you. And it's that quick that they turn it off, because you can see it now. EMF has mental and physical consequences. You know what I'm saying? Against your will, they're basically telling you that you're mine and you cannot do anything that I do not want you to do. Following what I'm saying? At a distance of 3 feet, I have a warning to tell me to get away from the area. Where do you go besides your home? You following what I'm saying? Oh, listen for the word cooking. When you hear cooking, you're done. Just give you just a heads up. Stay your distance, guys. Even the cat knows. The beauty of the situation is I haven't dug myself so deep yet that I can't get out. I have enough to sell, like my car, done. Once my car gets sold, all my debts are paid. So, I'm not in the rut like they think they got me. You get what I'm saying? But when I was participating, it was a little easier to get by. If you have one single thought, game over. I'm telling you. Okay, so I got past the part where you feel violated that someone's in your head. You get what I'm saying? This is no lie. This is truth. This is 100%. I even recorded my travels. You know what I'm saying? On a daily basis. I have sand discs there for days. This shit never ends, no matter where you go. So, my personal opinion, even when I went down to Florida, I mean, I went bust, so this shit was through Tennessee, plenty enough states. Somehow, some way, there are human beings inside of my head. It's not. It's technology that's relaying what's going on in my head from a space station. It's that simple. Trump opened up that program, space something. You know what I'm saying? That gave legal funding from the federal government to abuse U.S. tax dollars to pay for something that doesn't benefit us none whatsoever. So they created laser technology that can shoot down UFOs. They shot down those UFOs, took the technology from those UFOs, and used them to abuse their citizens. They know that there's extraterrestrial life, so they know there's a threat. Whenever the UFO came around and they tried to shoot it down with warheads, they were shut down. I guess it's through an EMP or some kind of strong technology that is from an extraterrestrial spacecraft. They took that after shooting them down. I mean, obviously, what moves faster than light? They've created particle accelerators which can shoot into space in seconds. So before the UFOs, I guess, they can catch on to missiles before they hit, but they cannot catch light. You get what I'm saying? It's interesting enough that now all of a sudden, I'm having issues. You get what I'm saying? Me drinking was their gateway into my life. When I stopped, I caught them, and they can no longer harass or use me. So they ceased all of my functions, like working, like paying dues. That pretty much isolates you in life. You understand what I'm saying? Simple.
And somebody up there, and there is a risk.
You got murderers, rapists, like real bad people out there. You get what I'm saying? But they're wasting time with an individual that's sitting in his home waiting for a court case to end. You understand? A business-minded individual. I was going to start my business and live my life happily. What the fuck is that? You get what I'm saying? They did the opposite of what's good for the country. They took a person that was paying their taxes, that had taken care of their business, and basically deleted them, if you get what I'm saying. They lose money this way. You have a 34% unemployment rate in the state. Oh, in the country, I think. It's not the state of Michigan. Yeah. So, what does that tell you? You want people in the workforce. You want people doing what they're supposed to pay their bills and pay your bills. That's going directly to you, federal judges and individuals that are taking part in this bullshit. You want us working. You want us positive. You get what I'm saying? So now I'll sit here and die, basically. There's a video for you. I know. 4.0 milligauss, maybe even more before I press the button. It shows. The damage is present. You understand what I'm saying? What they're trying to say is, I'm gonna kill you if you don't shut the fuck up. Simple enough. I'm not a part of shit. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck they think they got me set up in, but I'm a artist. I'm a cook. I'm a fun guy. Like, I'm not a angry, aggressive individual. You would have to literally push me to the edge. You get what I'm saying? I'd rather save your life before I take it. They would rather kill me before letting me speak up. You understand what I'm saying? They're the terrorists in my eyes. Thomas Jefferson said it best. Every 20 years, there should be a revolution to let them know who the fuck is boss. You fucking cowards took way too long. Baby boomers, bitch ass motherfuckers got some money and they sitting on their ass. They let each and every fucking other generation fall while they made all the money. Following, corporations took over. Now it's too fucking late. It's too fucking late. You go in on them, they're taking you the fuck out. It is too fucking late. I'm being real with you. We can all stand up, all 330 million of us. They can shut us down in a heart fucking beat. One push of a button. It wouldn't even take nuclear weapons. Watch out now. The way I see it, it's wrong. But the way they see it, it's control. If you're down, you're safe. Literally. I mean, they can stop anybody from harming you. But why is there so many fucking deaths? Why is it skyrocketing then? The poor die, the rich lavish lifestyles. It's not just here. It's a whole United Nation. Correlated. Trust me. They want me to see the benefits. But there is no benefits when I can't breathe. I can't think for myself. You understand what I'm saying? Without their permission. It's unbelievable. You're a slave, a hostage. That's what they kept repeating on my trip. And it's still to this day. You're a hostage. I'm not in chains. You understand what I'm saying? They lock your mind up. All of a sudden, your body can't do shit. You feel what I'm saying? Follow what I'm saying? Go to your chiropractor and ask them about the frequency papers that they hand you. Just go to the chiropractor, even if you don't have problems. They're going to give you a first-time patient papers, and then they're going to show you frequency here, frequency here, frequency there. And that's what causes the damage to the body, muscle, brain, skeletal structure. You'll start popping all of a sudden. I'm giving you the honey, y'all. So when I go, don't say I didn't tell y'all so. Real talk. And I really don't hate nothing. That's the crazy part about it. Like, I had no hate for others. I see people in trouble, I help them out. Your gas tank is left open when you pull off from the gas. I run out the fucking car and slam it shut for you. That's mo. You know what I'm saying? It's to the point where hate is accepted and love is not. You understand? And there is no other route for love. I want my spot in heaven. You understand me? They'll tell you you have no control. How the fuck is that possible? You're causing no harm to others. You're doing no damage. You know how law works, right? Damage to personal property, that's a crime. If you're singular and you cause no damage to property or life or person, get it? How are you not in control? You're fully within your rights. So how are you not in control? Do you understand what I'm saying? Makes no sense, y'all. It makes no sense. I'm about to start going live. Just, Joe Rogan style. And he's good. That's the crazy part. He talks and he spews hatred on a daily fucking basis. I'm not telling y'all to do the right thing, man. And the right thing is to shut this shit down. Dude, I stopped to fucking eat. And they lost fucking control. For real. If you're not clocking every single thought, no, quiet, stop. Like, every fucking second of the day, you have 60,000 thoughts, one of the reports said, a day. I read another that says, unwillingly, you have 6,000 of them that flow randomly. In all actuality, if each and every single one of these are hits, whatever the case may be, like, you're gonna go if you have any issues. You get what I'm saying? People with pacemakers, people that have, devices implanted in them. It's game fucking over. You know what I'm saying? Only the strong survive or some shit. But dude, that's taking it to a whole nother level. We're civilized now. You know what I'm saying? It's not Planet of the Apes. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And their intent is to criminalize you through thought that they're in control of when your conscience is not aware. Supposedly it's 5% of the day that your conscience is on point. So the 95% that your conscience is not paying attention, they're slipping shit in there and then blaming you for it. You get what I'm saying? Your subconscious doesn't know the difference between real and fake. So if you start going on a mental image or a mental thought, your subconscious believes it to be true. The fear factor is incredible. Don't even want to go there, but they can control other parts of the mind. There's a study that was done years ago in 2016 that there was a Korean individual that stated that they could look at that like, when I tell you it's fucking real, it's real. They don't want you to know this shit. And if they did, you would already know. Oh, so peep game. The CCW charge went from 2 years probation and a felony. Then it went to a year, 6 months felony, probation. Then it went to no felony, misdemeanor. You tell me. Almost 3 years now. 2 years, 10 months. You tell me. Well, I guess if I'm still around by that, I don't know. You wouldn't be able to tell me. But tell my bro how the fuck that should have worked. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't. That's not how law is. Okay, you get 6 months for a fast and speedy trial. Right? Okay. We had a pandemic roll by. I even excused the officers for getting sick or whatever the case may be, and my lawyer misinformed me because there's no double jeopardy. He said that they can bring it back up against you, so you should go to trial. All right, I take it to trial. A year later, we come to court. Nobody comes to court. Another year passes by. You get the driver of the vehicle, not my arresting officer, but you get the driver of the vehicle and the driver of the vehicle that I was in to come to trial. They spew garbage, not enough to get me into prison or get me into probation or even hold me responsible for what occurred, because if an unlawful search occurs, then no evidence that is obtained through the search can be used against the individual in court. So that being said, you don't leave your Fourth Amendment right at the curb when you jump into somebody's vehicle. The right for to be free from unlawful searches or any seizures. They had no RAS, reasonable, articulable suspicion. RAS, or PC is what they use in the state of Michigan. Probable cause. What probable cause would you have on the individual that you have no lawful reason to even make contact with? I willingly participated and handed my identification over. They didn't have the right to ID me in the first place. So they're pushing the buttons. They're trying to get me to quit. 2 years, 10 months later. So you got the Sixth Amendment right out the window. You got the First Amendment. Well, actually, as soon as you're arrested, all of your amendments go in the trash. You get what I'm saying? They basically claiming that you're a criminal. That's what prosecution means. You get what I'm saying? They go in to prosecute you. The prosecutors, 5 of them in total thus far, had nothing to say at all whatsoever. The last one just said, I rest my case, I rest my case. The people rest their case. So if the people rest their case, and the officer is known to not show up to court once, which means they have to dismiss the trial. The case has to be garbage. You get what I'm saying? They don't even have the arresting officer present for his testimony. Explain that to me. Then she pushes for my identification when he had my social security card in his hand and my passport. And I have an arrest record from New York City, which I came from. She's capable of obtaining every single one of those. Why are you asking me for my IDs? I have taxes that I paid all my life since the age of 14. Got my papers to working papers from IS-61. 15 years old. That's documented. My taxes are there. Explain. Why is the judge pushing it further? You get what I'm saying? 2 months, 2 months, 2 months, 2 months. And I have to keep coming back for that shit. Taking time off of work, taking time out of my life, stress. Unbelievable amounts of stress. I worked for 2 years in the midst of all of that shit. And I was like, you know what? I saved enough money. I'm just going to sit back, relax, enjoy my vacation until this case is over, then get back to it. She pushed it another fucking year. 10 months. 10 months to be realistic. It's going on the next year. I don't know what she's going to do on this court date. If she does push it another 2 months, it's another year. Pay attention, guys. I said it started in November 19th, 2019. We are in 2022. The end of 2022. It's going on 2023. What the fuck are they doing? Explain. If that's not a corrupt judicial system, I do not know what is. I contacted a lawyer that is supposed to be hired. Name was Debbie. I have her papers there, Debbie K. And she specifically said that this judge is prejudiced and she's covered up for officers in the past. I don't know what else to say. If that does not prove that the judge is against me, the lawyer, which, told me to go to trial when I didn't even have to, is against me, which I fired him, and I got another public attorney. She's actually pretty fucking cool. And the prosecutors, you have 5 of them. You have 5 of them. We're still working on the 5th one right now. He's been back and forth. He rested his case. He hasn't even made any claims. He's not even mad at me. You get what I'm saying? Like, he's like, yo, this is some fucking bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it went from 2 years probation and a felony to a misdemeanor. Explain. I mean, if it was a threat on my life or something like that, like, why don't you guys just do it? You get what I'm saying? This whole extra shit is like, do it. You get what I'm saying? I mean, they got CIA, they got assassination booklets. If they wanted to shut me up, they could have been done this shit. You follow what I'm saying? So if it was a threat against my life or some shit like that, like, why wait 2 years, 10 months? You know what I'm saying? If you're surveilling me for this long unlawfully, there's no warrants issued for me. They even threatened to put a warrant out for my arrest before my court date when I went to Florida. Where is the law here? What law are they? What are they pursuing? Like, what justice? Where is the justice there? You have no harm, no person. You have no criminal act. What are we talking about? No damage to property. What are we talking about here? A driver that had a fucked up car, pulled over for a taillight or they lied on the documents and everything. They said it was a taillight and it was a headlight that was damaged. They switched it to saying that it was a white hue emitting from a taillight, so that's why they pulled him over. It was like the whole front of the car was busted. You get what I'm saying? But they wrote the white hue from a taillight. Be realistic here. What crime has the individual committed that you've arrested? You skipped the white guy. You didn't even give him a ticket. And then you took the black guy in, the Arab guy in. Think about that shit. Think about that shit. If that's not unlawful, if that's not racism, then what is? They're trying to get me to plea so they can close out the case and wipe it. They're not trying to have anybody see or hear anything about it. I don't understand where the job of the judge is to pursue justice. Right? Now, what is justice for a felony firearm? It's 1 year to 5, right? For a felon. It's a 5-year stretch. For a first time it's a probationary charge for a first time felon. Unlawfully obtained evidence means it has to be thrown away no matter how you look at it. You understand what I'm saying? So, well, I lost my spot. So, they go from probation 2 years, right? But I do bond for 2 years, 10 months under unlawful surveillance, right? Now, if I've already done, basically, if they want to do jail time, it'll be a 1 to 3. It'll be a 1 to 3. And if I said, no, I don't want to take probation or whatever the case may be, give me prison time, it'll be a 1 to 3. You get what I'm saying? I basically did that time sitting at home because I did not move. I had personally told myself I'm going to stay out of trouble. Like, I'm not trying to get into anything, so I'm going to remove myself from everybody. Deleted all my contacts, stayed away from every individual. Maybe said hello, maybe said bye, had people stop by. That's about it. So, I basically locked myself up. So, it's going on 3 years now, right? So, that's the 1 to 3 stretch right there. By my own accord. You get what I'm saying? So, we did the probation time, if anything, sitting at home. We did the jail time, sitting at home. What is the intent? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, where can they... There is no balance there. You get what I'm saying? How can they switch it on to me? Like, how can they make it my fault when I didn't miss a court date? But their officers missed plenty of them. And they made up excuses for them to come to court. And when they did come to court, they had nothing valid to say. The arresting officer never shows up. One time is all it takes to throw the case away. What are we talking about here, guys? We're talking about racism. We're talking about prejudice. We're talking about unlawful surveillance of a U.S. citizen. Think about it. And if there is a form of surveillance that is not issued a warrant for beforehand, like, think about that. That's law after law being broken, and no one has to teach you anything for that. You know what I'm saying? You would have to, and nonetheless, you would have to prove, you know what I'm saying, that you are being watched. This here proves that I am being watched. You understand what I'm saying? They would like you to believe that it's all in your head. Just to let you guys know. The only reason I'm still here is because of them. Like I said, I more than likely would have been in Florida by now. I would have been set. Now that I decided to leave the country, all hell broke fucking loose. For real. I saw it as like, and the only way that they would have known before I told the courts is if I was being unwarrantedly, you know what I'm saying, surveilled. And that's when they let loose. Like, it's unmerciful. You can sit there and plead for your fucking life. You understand what I'm saying? And they wouldn't give a shit. EMF forces you into, like, fatigue. You'll pass out. You'll wake up thinking you're refreshed or some shit. Nah, you're white. You're sweating out the fucking bed sheets. You get what I'm saying? So you get all the nutrition, all the water, anything that keeps you alive boiled out of you while you sleep. And then you wake up and it's still fucking there. You understand what I'm saying? It's a death sentence, is what it is. That's the only way you can say it. It's a death sentence. Absent of a courtroom, absent of a judge sentencing you to death for a heinous crime, which I did not commit. I committed no crime. It's a death sentence. No matter how they want you to see it. Validify that. Validify an individual being drained of all their energy, sucked of their human nature, forced into submission, and then coerced or manipulated, either to harming themselves or harming others. Otherwise, you're sitting there cooking. Like, you get what I'm saying? You're basically on your way down, no matter how you look at it. You obey, they still beat on you. You don't obey, they beat on you even more. It's not the shame game, because the shame game in China is not physical. They don't try to hurt you. You get what I'm saying? Like, they try to switch your mentality. Here, they're beating on you. They're abusing technology on a person that they have no right to do so. You understand what I'm saying? Chad Brendock, my man, he contacted me, and you guys should look into what I told him. He has it on record. He stated specifically, like I said this earlier, you would have to be standing next to a particle accelerator to feel these effects. These numbers don't lie, buddy. They don't lie. Evidence. So, look. Volts per meter, meaning that there's a large amount of electricity being formed or in the airways. The FCC controls that. So if anything, they would have the technology to abuse that. If not, it's a space program. A military program. What the fuck would the military have to do with me? Like, there is no ifs, ands, or maybes about it. It's a hostile attack on American citizens by their own government. The individuals that we pay for to protect us are actively seeking out our deaths. It's a racial thing. It's definitely a racial thing. Like I said before, I didn't think of Yemen. I didn't think of Islam. Going back to my country, going back to my religion. They didn't give a fuck. They didn't care if I was drinking, I was sleeping, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Mad women or whatever the case may be. They didn't give a fuck what I was doing. As long as I was doing it here. You get what I'm saying? I decided to quit drinking, start reading the Quran or whatever the case may be, move back to the country. That was it. That was it. When I tell you the numbers just shot the fuck up. Like, I didn't even know about this until, like a month later. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even get one of these until like a month later. Okay. So when I did obtain one of them, I realized why I was feeling that way. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even drink enough alcohol to have withdrawals. My body couldn't withstand that much. I'm not a big guy. You know what I'm saying? I would either pass out or lose my mind, you know what I'm saying, to the point where I passed out. So, that being said, I didn't even, okay, if it was withdrawals, it's 3 months max, you know what I'm saying? And withdrawals end after 3 months. So I went 3 months, I'm good, you know what I'm saying? I should be off of withdrawals. But no. These numbers do not fucking lie. I don't know what to tell you guys, man. But when I do post this shit, I hope you guys believe me, man. I don't usually look like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at this moment in time of my life, it's kind of like this. So, I'm going to go ahead and take care of all of my debts. City, good looking. Y'all held me down, some official. Chase, Amazon, you as well, good looking. Credit One. You guys got to do something about your, you know what I'm saying? I didn't reactivate that card. You know what I'm saying? Like, that card should be over with. But anyway, moving on from there, hopefully everything goes well. You understand what I'm saying? As far as I'm concerned, I no longer have the thirst to pursue this shit anymore. Like, it's all evident. You know what I mean? There's not much further besides getting on a spaceship with Elon Musk and going up there and seeing it myself. You get what I'm saying? Okay, when you're walking down the street, I mean, even in your own home, and it's coming like directly from above your head, like talk about enlightened ones, there's no ifs, ands, and maybes. You're literally being shocked or burned by this shit. Like, it shows. You know, the medical doctors, whatever, when y'all do the autopsy, look up right here, you'll see it. It like burns your skin off. It's hostile as fuck, bro. I don't know what to tell you guys. We talking 80, 85 thing. Oh, yeah, back to this particle accelerator thing. There was an individual that stood in front of a particle accelerator when it went off, and it was literally like a bullet through the brain. You get what I'm saying? Like it goes straight through, and it leaves no residual effects. There's nothing to obtain as evidence. You understand what I'm saying? So if they want you gone, it's one shot, you're gone. You get what I'm saying? I spoke on that. Yeah, I pretty much spoke on everything on that shit. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you guys, man. Like, there's no defense. Steel will protect you from the volts per meter. It'll protect you from RF, but milligauss, it goes through anything and everything. So the only thing that I would suggest you do is go underground, like mole people. You know what I'm saying? First off, they wouldn't be able to see you. Second off, the milligauss will definitely be, the Earth will definitely push back at that. RF, there's no ifs, ands, and maybes. The Earth can stop that. Volts per meter, it's electricity, so it's not going to be able to penetrate the soil. The only way that I can think of the civilization surviving without being manipulated is going underground. There is no ifs, ands, or maybes about it. That was one of my ideas. Like dig a platform like the size of a house and fill it with concrete. After filling it with concrete, you can put up sheet metal on the concrete. No electricity. If you do, use a generator. You bring it downstairs, you know what I'm saying, hook up a ventilation, you know what I'm saying, system that'll get the gasoline out of it. Or if it's solar powered, even better. You don't have to worry about that. And that will be the only way of life. You get what I'm saying? Water, food, you plant your own, raise your own. This is real stuff I'm telling you guys about. That's how far I'm willing to fucking go to escape this shit, because I'm not okay with it. I don't believe individuals should have their individualism taken from them. You get what I'm saying? Anything that an individual does and you have proof of, you take them to court. You sue them. You don't abuse their body like this. You don't take their life, their mind. You don't do this to anyone. You understand? If there was a way, they would take it from you and replace your conscience. You get what I'm saying? But it's impossible. They can't find your conscience. It's a fact. So as long as you're conscious, they can't manipulate you. If you're intoxicated, it suppresses your conscience and you're a robot. You understand what I'm saying? Trust me, I lived it. I fucking lived it. When I was drinking, I did not know that I was wilding like I was. You know what I'm saying? I would finish my brew and I'll jump in the car like, fuck it, it ain't shit. Take off, go to the store, grab me some more drinks. I never think like that sober. Ever. So I stopped getting, you know what I'm saying? 6 months in now, congratulations. Going for my 1 year.
Wow. You need to consider yourself last night?
2.6 milligauss. 25 volts per meter directly from above. Hey, this shit goes up and down, up and down. Like, it's an external factor. Well, an attack from an external source. The volts per meter dries out the human body, so you need to drink a lot of water. The milligauss is like pressure, and you guys will be able to tell from the autopsy reports. It's gonna be guaranteed because this is a murder. It's not natural. So don't allow them to lie. These videos are present. They're necessary for court. 56 coming from my basement. I don't know if y'all can see that for yourselves, but this is coming from computer. Like 60 and some change. So it's like literally from every direction. If that's not governmental, I don't know what is. Then it's only going up. 87, 91, 93. It's like sitting next to a particle accelerator is what I'm told. From above, we talking 80 down to 76, 73, 72. Go back to the window. 90s, 94, 94. Let's stick at 94. Damn that boy. Crazy. You gonna kill his ass. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's normal right now. You'll see in like 5 seconds. All the way up to 80 coming from my fucking roof. Think about that. Even more if I get higher. Basement, 81. That's just like going on 100s over there. Drop right back down when I put it to the camera. Think y'all get the gist of it. Don't get scared. What they said. I tell them kill me. They tell me don't get scared. What the fuck is wrong with these bum ass motherfuckers? Like, yeah, they won't let me see this 9 days. I'm pretty fucking sure. But as long as I win, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have my POA signed over power of attorney to my mother. I would love to see how they would keep up with that court case. 1.5, 1.6 milligauss. The volts per meter. Now you know it's real. I don't know why they still scared of me though, you know what I'm saying? Like what it is that I scared them so badly for. In my opinion, they pussy. Come see me in person. I just spent like hours last night. Just I think it was like an hour and 30 minutes or some shit. Just sitting out front, like testing them. Like, come send somebody. Fuck is you doing? Y'all pussy as hell. Whether it's night or day, I'll be leaving out in the morning, walking like 3 miles to get to the chiropractor just for fucking kicks, bro. In my opinion, they pussy. And I got records of it as well. All my travels. So that's how you know it's not limited to only your home or around electronic devices. It's literally a satellite. Either that or a space station. Like, that's crazy. And if they're spending that much money targeting one individual, dude. Like, you could have the best Wi-Fi in the fucking world. It wouldn't matter. That shit would slow it down. I was young the first time this shit happened to me, so I guess they were around for a while. I seen that? That was 240s right there. Coming from the touchpad on the laptop. Hold on. 269. Jesus. That was 270s. I know the human body can withstand up to, I think it's a 500 volts per meter. But 286 while you're in your home? No. If that's not electroshock therapy, I don't know what is, buddy. At least those motherfuckers went in, you know what I'm saying? For a reason. Try to convince you that you're guilty of something. My motherfucker, I know I'm straight. The interesting part is they still haven't fucking done anything with the case or with me. Like, if you want to kill me, I told you kill me. With the case, you still can't get that shit taken care of. Like, bro, like, do your fucking job. You get what I'm saying? You want me out here proving shit for you like some fucking tool or some shit. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I seen that. That one right there was perfect. Caught that one on the number. Thank God I've been eating a lot, drinking a lot of water. Facts. Alright, well, this is getting tiresome. Um, at least I have one video per day showing the extent in which they're going to kill me. And I think to myself, I don't know. You're next. Facts. They want me to believe that I'm the one that's out of control. They're fucking dumb as shit. When you do the math, before I found out about this shit, they're the reason I was getting into the court case arguments with friends and family. What it is an attempt to take you away from everything you love and then manipulate you from there. I took so long to decide to walk away from my family. You know how adults are. They walk away at a certain age and then this shit comes for you. Trust me, if you have the skills, if you have the talents, even if you look good, you understand what I'm saying? Once you look good, it's a wrap, bro. I'm be 100 with you. They don't have enough money and resources to get with every single person. You know what I'm saying? So they found me through, I have no idea. I'm be real. I have no clue. But they found me through something. I don't know. I don't know. But I do believe that this has been for years. It has. It has. If it was because of the case been open for years. If it's open because of my New York history, it's been there for years. Regardless, I'm right. 5.5 milligauss. You can feel it, like the body trying to get back to work right after you get hit. For real, for real. This is a form of psychotic warfare. You heard what I called it, right? Psychotic warfare. But yeah, it's a form of mental warfare. It's a form of radiation warfare. If you was to be thinking of weapons of mass destruction, Iraq would not be the first idea. You know what I'm saying? That is. And this is two American citizens. I mean, if you're not doing the math properly, like, you're already done. They think human beings are viable. Slavery's done, you dumbass motherfuckers. That's what I thought. But I won't participate. If I was a slave back in the day, I would have forced my way into the fucking house and probably died. You know what I'm saying? I would have pushed that shit. Just like I'm doing right now. But I don't know which house to run into. You know what I'm saying? I do got Biden's number though. Damn. I just thought it like the most racist thing ever. The White House. You get it? You guys get that? Why can't it be the Black House? Why can't they change that? Or the Brown House? It's literally the White House. Think about that shit. Give it a second. I think about it. It's enough time. Uh, if our nation wasn't racist from the jump, and to be honest with you, there was a study done. This country is racist. It's a fact. The minorities, they think like we thought the American dream was real, but that shit was it's a scheme to get poor people in. You get what I'm saying? So they can do the jobs that nobody wants to do. If you really do the math, there's U.S. based companies like Nectar. This mattress is made by Nectar, and it says U.S. Based in the U.S. or made in the U.S. No, it's based in the U.S. Okay, it's manufactured in China and it's based in the U.S. So they took those jobs and sold them to people that are much poorer to make the products. And those are jobs that individuals like you and I could have had, but they don't want to pay the extra, I don't know, $10, I guess, an hour because they charge like 23 cents on the dollar in that country. Are you guys getting it? And then they blame foreigners for coming here and taking their jobs. You sold them to the foreigners, you dumbass motherfuckers. If I was a politician, I would get shit moving. These motherfuckers don't know. They don't know what they're doing. They're destroying this country. You understand what I'm saying? In my opinion, our government is the terrorists. Be real with you. They pull up, take all your rights away. Just like that. They pull up, they take your property away. Just like that. You wake up in the morning and have to go and pay your taxes to pay their bills and feed their children. You doing the math on that? Are you doing the math on that? Civil forfeiture is what I was talking about when they take your property. Doing the math on that? good. When they pull up and they just lock your ass up, they just find a fucking reason to get you into prison. It's called fishing. You know what I'm saying? Can I search your vehicle? Threatened under arrest, you're gonna say, yeah, they found a little butt on the floor, let's go. Now you got a ticket for some bullshit. Now you got a criminal record. Get it? Do the math. Do the research. Do the math. Do the research. Most of the individuals that are arrested are black or Latino. When a law goes to be passed like the Clean Slate Bill, they smash it. Why? Because they need it. They need to be able to say, I'm better than you. Without that opportunity, they can't abuse you. Come on. Do the math. I have enough up here to prove them wrong. I have enough up here to do some harm to their reputation. That's all. You take away the white cloak, the purity of it, and then you know for sure that they're evil. The horns are show. I don't even know how to put it. Once you get good with God, Allah, your God, whoever it is, it makes you think like, fuck it. You get what I'm saying? Hey, let me show y'all my birth certificate. Like, I for real fucked up. Well, I didn't fuck up. My mother fucked up. She brought me here and wrecked my life. Look. It's super cool. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's my family. From my father to my grandfather to my mother. What does that say right there? Muslim, 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 Muslim. See that? See it? That's me at the top. Muhammad Nasir Muhammad. You see? Surname, father's name, grandfather's name. That's all us right there. So I got my grandfather's name. What does that say right there? Nationality or race. Religion. See it? See it? Right there? Muslim. Yeah. So I was born this way. At some point in time, I was gonna go back. You know what I'm saying? There's no ifs, ands, and maybes about that. Look. They gotta kill me for that. This was printed by Hakem Office for Certified Translation. So what it was all Arabic before, and then we had to pay to have it translated before it was mailed here. So my family is the shit, and there's a lot of them waiting for me. My father had four more kids. There's 5 boys in total. No, yeah. From his side, it's 5 boys in total. Then we got my little brother, which makes it 6. He's Hispanic side. Well, he has more Hispanic than Yemeni. And then he has another daughter. So my mother has a daughter. He has a daughter. So it's 2 daughters and 6 boys. You feel me? Big what? Our family's huge, man. What the fuck I care about y'all? You dig me? You dig me? That's how y'all talk out here. Right now, I'm located in Michigan, Detroit. Inkster. Like 20 minutes from Detroit. But that's how they you baby. Can't lie, it was annoying as fuck when I first moved out here. Because, New York is type shit. But I kinda got used to it. It's cool now. You know what I'm saying? My baby. Yemen is what Yemen says it is. You get what I'm saying? They don't lie. They're not saying, look, this is what we believe and this is, you know what I'm saying, this is what we do. No, this is what we believe and this is what we do. There's no contradiction in it. You cannot say this is a free world, this is a free country, the leader, you know what I'm saying, first world, and then break every constitutional right the person's given. Like, you get what I'm saying? If the Constitution is mended in any form, shape, or fashion, then it's garbage. You get what I'm saying? Then it's already trash. You got to change the name of the country and all. So work on that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Find a new way to write up laws that suit whatever the fuck you guys got going on. Because this is free. This is not free. I hope you know that. Whoop. See it? You see the laser, mamas? Cats have different lenses in their eyes, so they can see the laser when they hit us. They can actually, and they chase it. It's super cute. Like a laser pointer, basically, but in a big, like a big one. A big one that can burn you. See it, baby? Look, you see it? Look at the cat. She's chasing it right now. Like she's watching it. When she looks at me, that shit makes me nervous because that means that shit is right on me. So about it light at once. They not joking. They literally burning you. Talking about don't chase it. I'm not a cat, bitch. I'm not chasing. Alright, so guys, they have the ability to target you in any direction. So like I was just laying down, the body was fine, but the head was receiving 8 milligauss for when I caught it. It's very interesting. Um, I will have to hire a professional. 23, 24 volts per meter, and 8 milligauss coming from the ceiling. So, the wall. Well, yeah, ceiling. Hey, it has its effects. So yeah, autopsy and all is gonna have to be conducted. The FCC is the one in charge of this, so that's where the lawsuit's gonna have to go. Who regulates it is the FCC, so they are the ones that will have to be sued.
Oh, trying to fight Senator.
As far as the military operation, they would be bypassing the FCC's guidelines, so the FCC would still be sued. You get what I'm saying? Regardless. And I have photos of the FCC popping up on my Wi-Fi, so I'm pretty sure it's FCC. It's not even military. What the fuck the military gotta worry about me for? Be realistic here. They're for foreign affairs. They're not for domestic. To be real with you, the military can't even really touch, us. It's the FCC
But it doesn't have to.
trying to regulate me and shit like Eminem. I want a federal judge to review these tapes, and I need you to review them in a hurry. Quick, fast, in a hurry. I don't even want to go. I was about to say something like, yeah, they will probably do it. But you get it. Alright, guys, so it's called Mind Melds and Brain Beams, the dawn of brain-to-brain communication. I can read the description to you guys, but I'd rather not. I'd rather you guys look it up. And as for the federal judges, please do the research. In 2016, July 7th, it was posted to YouTube, World Science Festival. These are scientists, and they break down exactly how it's done. In case you guys are confused, again, it's called Mind Melds and Brain Beams, the dawn of brain-to-brain communication. It's far past that and beyond at this point. But look into it so you know where to start.
Alright, so I did the research, spent the time. It was never the military. It's gonna blow your mind, y'all. But it's aliens. They've been controlling human beings since we started. They're the ones that created everything, pushed humanity forward, whatever the case may be. You can go ask Lady Gaga. She did the same exact thing that I did. She went and bought a EMF detector and she thinks it's ghosts. No such thing as ghosts. It's good. But I started everything, meaning they're the ones that handed down the technology. Even the military is aware of their existence. They just have no idea what their capabilities are. So they use radio frequencies to communicate with human beings. They use electromagnetic radiation to abuse you into submission. It can't get no realer than this. Got videos on videos on videos. I just wanted to make it clear that it's not the U.S. government, which I initially stated it was in the videos that you'll see due to my passing. I was going through a lot of governmental issues, and I figured it was the government involved, which is not. They even have the power to control individuals around you with the same technology that I just finished telling you. They are the ones that put the government on me in the first place. They put me in a position to violate the law and then use the government against me because they could do the same thing they were doing to me to them. As long as I'm in your circle, they can get to you too. Heads up, y'all. It's never been about nothing but trippy as fuck, ain't it? Nah, I don't only call it profit or nothing. I just want y'all to profit from this shit. Tell me, buy yourself an EMF radiation detector. They're pretty fucking cheap. It's easy to tell when they're emotion. When they off, it's fucking brutal. It's brutal. Don't say I ain't warned you. It is.
Who I am today, January 4th, 2025. 4 plus 4 still equals 2. I've already had my medical checked out, MRI checked out as well. So far as I'm aware, everything is clear. I haven't gotten the MRI scans back yet, which I will. This is to document mental health and physical health. As you can clearly see, doing just fine. We'll find out which way these aliens want to take this little game that they're playing. Documented proof of 2020 to 23 should be in the SanDisk left behind. There's also evidence of all of their actions and how they do what they do, scattered all around the house. So if I don't get to hit all these bullet points in which I was planning on going live on YouTube and sending it for free, I am not a star. Again, don't, follow me. What I suggest is follow Allah. Become a Muslim, revert, or whatever it is you want to call it, convert, whatever. Still makes perfect sense that they hate Allah because they want to be God in your world. They want to control you. Quick update. Not so sure about it, but 100% sure that the technology is being used to manipulate Muslims into thinking is voice to skull technology and frequencies to control the body and mind. But I know it's being used actively to troll the Muslim community because of their belief. Whatever you think it is, a human can use it against you as a weapon. So voice to skull technology would be jinni. And they already did college studies on this voice to skull technology. They did the test and it all works. Now, as for the manipulation of the mind and everything else, check out my MRI. Cherry Hill, I believe, hospital. Onyx the Road. Sure, you guys are left with everything. And for my Hamtramck Yemenis, I'm so sorry. They're going to come for you next. Now, all I got to say, because this happened again, 2025 going on 2026 in 2 days. I'll see you in trial.